Va salute. Va salute. This is Troy Pacelli of Last Call, and I'm just here to let you know that the following live stream is rated R for adult language, highly inappropriate jokes, and oh, who the are we kidding? We have no idea what is going to come out of Gorilla's mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, from the flooded state of Minnesota. Welcome back to another Waltons review, where we are reviewing Season 3, Episode,
13.
Okay, Episode 13, The Visitor. With me, I got Resolute Germ. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How you doing, Gorilla?
Doing good. Got a bunch of the flood updates there on my channel, so everything's going down. So hopefully by 4th of July, we could be back to normal. Except for the houses that got flooded out. But, yeah. I know down in Spencer, they condemned a shit ton of them. But, yeah, Mike, your PvP, how are you doing?
Not bad. Nothing to complain about, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty much an average day here, so nothing too exciting. No flooding.
Yeah.
So
there's always something to complain about. Whether you choose to or not, is up to you.
Oh, okay. I got something I can bitch and moan about then. Okay, as long as you want something there, Gorilla. They closed another section of the fucking street out here, like a block away from me, the fuckers, and it's closed for like the next 2.5 weeks. So it's like, fuck. Now I got a detour for 2.5 weeks. Those, SOBs.
Hey, how big's your detour PvP?
No, I gotta go like around like I don't know. Jeez, I don't know how many blocks. Yeah.
Okay.
It used to feed right in
blocks.
It feeded into the main road near, a couple blocks away from me. But now I got to go to the end of one block, to the end of a second block, around to a third block. It's like, yeah, it's fucked.
Hey, PvP, I'll take your detour, because every bridge going from the town gets split by the river there. Every single bridge in town is out, and the next closest bridge is flooded out downstream. 26-mile detour.
That's not fun. Yeah, no, I didn't have to
just
travel
to go across town. So
it wasn't that far.
Yeah, so
hey,
I'll take a couple blocks.
Yeah, do you think they're going to condemn those bridges? Any of them though? Like that could really be a pain in the butt, right?
The one that they were worried about is over 50-some years old. So. So if it did collapse, at least it's not the one they built 5 years ago.
No, that's good. Yeah. Well, if it's 50 years old or whatever, it'd almost be doing them a favor if it collapsed, because then they wouldn't have to spend the money tearing it down, right? So,
Yeah, but that's the only one that's open right now. They just opened it up today.
Well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's aged well. Maybe it's better built back in those days, perhaps.
Yeah. But knowing who seeing some of the people my state hires there, and they're not getting a glimpse at the inspector, I'm letting others test that bridge first.
Probably not a bad idea. Yeah.
Because you don't even have to be qualified no more.
Yeah. So if the bridge does collapse with a bunch of people on it, as long as you're not there, that's
as long as you're not on
the
it.
way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, you should be fine then.
Yeah, I have seen bridges collapse though, like on footage of bridges collapsing on the internet, and
right.
It's pretty
I'll
scary
be right
when
back.
they start.
I'll be right back. Mikey, your turn to tell everybody how you are.
I'm doing just fine, Gorilla. Suzanne and I, we did our normal end of the month celebration. We went and had a nice lunch at the Mandarin here in Canada, and then Asian buffet was good. We went to see the recent horror film that just came out, A Quiet Place, Day One, which is a prequel to the movies that Emily Blunt did about 10 years ago, back in 2014, which was called A Quiet Place Parts 1 and 2. We have a live stream that we'll be doing. Well, there's a poll out over in our channel where we asked our subscribers if they want us to do a update of Deadpool and Wolverine after we see it, because it premieres here in Canada on July 25th and everywhere else July 26th. And so we've asked people if they want us to do a preview without spoilers, either a week after the film comes out, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. And then the last choice is if you want us to do any review anytime between August the 1st and August the 30th. So we got that coming. Yeah. So
we'll have none of that talk on this channel. I'm kidding, Mike. I'm kidding. So what's winning in the poll?
Yeah, that's what I said. So there's 2 polls there. We still have Red Dwarf. We're going to be starting right after September 1st. I'll be doing 2 episodes of Red Dwarf every Monday. So that's a big highlight I got going. And then Jay and I will still be doing Thursday live streams about 18. And then on Fridays, we'll be still doing our reviews on different Star Wars Star Trek films. So we'll be doing Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home, on the first Friday of September. So that's what we got all planned out. And then my birthday's coming up in September also.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots going on in the future here. We stepped away for a little bit. Got some family matters and things to take care of. So otherwise, doing all right. I'm here on Fridays and I love to be with you guys. So yeah.
Alrighty. And so this is the 4th out of 16 episodes that are directed by Ralph Waite, which I'll save my rating for later.
Okay.
Oh, guess what? I forgot to do?
Yeah. Also, I want to say quickly before you go into your prologue, Gorilla, there is only one goof. You might catch it later on. Did you want me to mention it, or we'll just wait till later?
It's early on, and it's like at the 2-minute mark.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I forgot to put the poll in the chat.
Just mention it when we get there, then. If it's early on, what the heck?
Well, I think it might be later when the kid's in the car. That's all I have to say.
So
I'll tell you later.
Did you ever find anything, a prologue website where you could find it to read, or
no? No, I could not.
Wait, weird. I do have it. I have the prologue. I have it on IMDb. If you want me to copy it for you, and I'll send it to the private chat.
Or you could just read it here.
Oh, okay.
I'm setting up a poll.
Okay, go ahead. Yep, set up your poll, and I can read that. Give me a moment.
You have to do it in John Boy voice, though.
Yes. Well, I'll do my best, John Boy.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so season 3, and it's episode 13. Well, there's a few more episodes left in this season. Okay. Alrighty. Give me a moment. Let me get to it here. Here's trivia. Okay. And let's see. Quotes. Okay. Okay, here is our prologue. Old friends were treasured on Waltons Mountain, and it was a pleasurable time when people who had moved away would come back to visit or to remain. I remember a time when friends, both real in our village, and how those friends affected our lives. That was it.
Yeah, that sounded good, Mikey.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I think it was an acceptable John Boy.
Okay. I tried to do it in my best lower voice, my alto, because I know John Boy can get down there. Also, as Gorilla's setting that up, there are 2 special guest appearances in this episode, according to Judy Norton. There's a guy named John Beale who plays the role of, let's see here. Let's go back to the cast and crew. Okay, so John Beale. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, he plays the role of Mason Beardsley. Then George Garrow plays James Lee Beardsley, his son, and then Madge Sinclair comes back as their maid, Minnie Doze, Doze, and both John Beale, who's been in Broadway shows as well as Hollywood. And Madge Sinclair, of course, is one of the best African American actresses in cinema. And this was one of her early showings in TV. So, and then there's an interplay sometime later between John Boy and John Walmsley's character, Jason Walton. But you'll see that later.
Yeah.
So we'll
So-
mention that later.
And by early, you mean cheap. They got her cheap.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Oh, hey, they just grabbed her leg. Hey, Elizabeth, shake her leg.
Come on, hurry the fuck up, Elizabeth.
Get moving, damn it. I don't care if you have an imaginary friend named Jimmy. Get to school.
Hey, Junior, come on, putz. So they just fucking leave her, except for which one? Well, how nice of Ben to stick her out while the rest left her.
Yeah, but then he said she's crazy to her face, so it's not that nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not nice.
Yeah,
Poor Kenny
so
Bolton, man.
Maybe Ben's the only one that realized that, hey, if they leave their little sister behind, everyone's getting an ass whooping. You know? Yeah, maybe I should stick around so I don't get the ass whooping everybody else can.
Yeah, well, maybe he didn't trust Jimmy either, because you never know Jimmy's motives, hanging out with Elizabeth here. So, maybe he's just being protective, Gorilla. Weird.
I'm staying out of that comment there, so I do not end up on the list.
We're probably already
Okay,
on
girl,
too many
we're all
lists.
there.
So yeah, everybody has had an invisible friend at one point in time.
Well, we've all known a boy or girl growing up who's always had some imaginary friend. And the thing about this episode is that Elizabeth keeps trying to convince everybody in the family that this Jimmy boy is real when we all know he's imaginary. I mean, it's just hilarious. But that's just one, big side story. I mean, there's at least two other ones, including the Beardsleys thing, but that would be later. But anyway, it's bizarre. This whole episode is weird. But then again, as Judy Norton stressed, Ralph Waite, this is only his 4th episode he's ever directed. He did 12 others after this, like Gorilla just said. And it's so difficult, she said, for him not only to, plan the sets and set them up and do all this stuff as a director, but then he's got to get the actors motivated. And then he has to come on in certain scenes and act himself. Like what Jonathan Frakes did with TNG when he started directing and all this other stuff.
Well,
So,
I think the whole point of the Elizabeth imaginary friend plot line is, to me, it's like the B story in the episode, right?
It is.
Totally.
It totally supports the A story, because there's a lot about how people use their imagination to maybe cope with life, or they have some need to have an imaginative something in their imagination that keeps them maybe going. I think that goes into the A story by the end of the episode.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. And
All right, keep going,
I do got the thing in the chat there.
The poll? Okay,
So
awesome.
yeah, they're giving her crap about that. And you got all the kids here jumping on the thing here. So that car seems like it's starting
okay.
to fall
Now
apart.
this scene, this is the one goof right here. This is where he tells John Walmsley's character to get off the hood of the car. He's not even on top of the car. So that's a big character error goof. What Richard Thomas just did is he told him to get off a car. He hasn't even climbed on top of it yet.
Well, what happened is he jumped ahead of his lines. He jumped ahead on the lines.
He did. Yes.
He didn't wait
Yes,
for
he
the
did.
signal.
Yeah, that's it right there. So. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
guessing
really
they didn't have it.
That's just a playback.
Yeah,
Because
I
when
guess
they
it-
cut to it, he is on the hood of the car.
right.
Yeah. I think that's an editing mistake there.
Oh yeah, just ahead of himself. They called it a character error. No big deal. It was
Well, I
just the
guess
only one that was made, so you know.
they obviously didn't
Yeah,
think it was
it's
important
not a
enough to
real
do a
error.
reshoot. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
That's
even.
the only one that was caught.
Yeah.
that's the thing, though. Back in the day when this was aired, you saw it once, and then you might never see it again. So, it's easy to kind of let that fly by when you're watching it on TV for the first time, right? We can't
Yeah.
pause and rewind. We can pause and rewind, but the viewers back then couldn't. So, I think it's makes a difference.
Yeah. Even then, though, it's at the very best. They played the line maybe 2 seconds too quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I guess either they didn't think it was important enough, or they didn't have the budget to reshoot it, or re-edit or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even.
No,
a
it
mistake.
wasn't a big issue.
I wouldn't even qualify it as a mistake.
Oh yeah, sure.
When they actually cut to it and it's actually in scene, he is on the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Eventually, yes.
I wouldn't have even noticed this if it didn't get pointed out.
Yeah, I actually didn't really notice it when I watched it last night. Yeah, so yeah, because it went by pretty fast.
Now they're all, how many people would question an open door on a house that's supposedly been abandoned for 5 years?
Well, these days you'd probably find a bunch of squatters in there, like spray painting the walls and lighting the place on fire. But I guess this is Waltons Mountain, so that didn't happen.
No, not necessarily, because I got a video I took today. I was like, the house is all there's like absolutely no paint on it. All the windows are gone and boarded up. Yeah, and on the back side of the house, the fucking half the wall is fucking missing. But yet I get told if I don't paint my house there, I'm gonna get a $70 fine.
Well, they got to get money out of you somehow.
Yeah.
The owners of that dilapidated piece of crap sure ain't gonna be paying any fines. They skipped town already.
I'm actually surprised the city hasn't seized it and tore it down and sold the lot.
They probably will eventually.
Oh, they haven't for the last 30 years.
Well, that's pretty screwed up. Yeah.
There has to be someone willing to buy it for them to do that.
It's actually not it's actually a really good location. Like, it did not get flooded out in these floods here. Plus, it's right next to the American Legion. It's very close to the post office. Pizza Ranch is just 2 doors down, and the highway is just 2 blocks down. No, and it's right behind downtown.
Well, that location, it sounds like the land is going to be worth quite a bit compared to what the houses, would be worth nothing comparatively.
Let them rezone it, then they'll seize the property.
They should just rezone it as business or something. If
No,
it's
they can't rezone it because there's 2 other houses on that half of the block. The other half of the block is businesses, but the back half.
That's why they haven't seized it. Once they force through a rezone, they'll gobble that up as quick as they can.
Oh, they would have no problem
sell
with
it for
zone.
nobody.
Yeah.
Or even just demolish it and build a small house on it.
That or
But
they
yeah.
could put a laundromat up there.
No, we already got one. It's on the highway.
Okay, too late. Okay.
It's on the highway under a couple of, or about 6 inches of water.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
actually,
just
they might have
okay.
gotten that sandbagged up and cleared out.
Yeah.
Cleared out though, but yeah, the laundromat's right in the middle of the flood zone.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Is it just me, or there's something off about just the way I paused this here with John Boy? Like, he's about to discover, like, it's gonna be like discovering Netherland or something.
This is maybe why you don't want to invite Judy on these streams, girl.
I'm
She
talking
might
about
think you're
Peter
having a
Pan.
threesome right
I'm
there.
talking about Peter Pan. Or okay, fine. Looks like John Boy's about to wander into Narnia. Is that better?
Okay. Okay. I thought he was maybe wandering into something else, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You blame me for this.
No.
Sorry, I
She would
couldn't
blame you
resist.
first. Then
I
she'd
couldn't
blame us
resist.
for it.
Who's the one making the comments so far tonight?
Well, you know, if Judy had a good risque sense of humor, then I'd say we'd be fine. But if she
Oh,
doesn't,
she is a
we could be,
fun-loving. Yeah.
we could be screwed.
Well, PvP, she is a fun-loving lady. So I mean, she could have some
Hey.
fun.
There's fun loving, and then there's call somebody to arrest these 3 goons.
Now,
Hey,
no,
I'm
it's
a
the
Canada
terrible
woman.
who's had
You
3
can't come at
goons.
me. Yeah, I'm in Canada. I'm safe. You can't extradite me for what I do.
No, your government will arrest you.
Oh yeah,
All
they'll
right.
probably just rat me out. Yeah, that's
did-
yeah.
To
You
Drake
still have
Mikey
an
into
American
this.
citizenship. They can still get you.
Yeah, they still could. That's
All right, to Drake Mikey into this. Hey, Mikey misgendered the cast of this show, so therefore he's in violation of Canada's hate speech laws.
Ooh, yeah, there we go. That would be bad. Yeah. Hey,
All right.
Sci-Fi Nation, what's up? He sent links.
Hey,
Okay.
Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Sci-Fi Nation, how's it going? Yeah, we're just in the middle of a review here. 22 minutes in, and we're averaging about 5 minutes. 5 minutes a minute of an episode.
This is why sometimes it takes us 2.5, 3 hours to do a Walton's episode, Gorilla.
Oh wait, we're averaging well over 8 minutes. 8 minutes an episode a minute.
Those scenes, yeah.
Oh, I love this here. I love this part here.
Yeah, good scene.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got
reckless.
Can you imagine the fucking fuss the police would have about riding like that?
Oh, if you did it nowadays,
That is 5 separate felonies in the state.
Yeah, if you did that now, you'd be up shit creek. Yeah.
Oh, that's considered felony. Well, there might be seated properly, but
how many lives are you endangering alone? Just the way they're like riding the damn car.
Hey, we used to all pile in the back of the pickup truck to go to the lake from my grandpa's.
I understand.
They impound you for that here now.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you used to be able to get away with that, but I don't think you get away with it for long now. Depending if there was any cop that spotted you, I suppose, but there'd probably be some dick on a cell phone reporting you anyway. So.
Well, it all depends on where you're at. Like down here, they'd be like, they just wag your finger and tell you, now don't have all the kids piled in the backyard. Have a good day, sir.
Well,
once you get that asshole I had the other day.
Yeah, let me see. How would PvP say this? How would you say it, PvP? If you're like Michael Learned and you're watching all these kids piled up on John Boy's car, how would you say that?
She didn't care. She didn't care.
Oh well, she's the one who said it.
Oh.
That's why I say, how would you say that line?
No. That was John.
Yeah, I thought it was
John said that. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, Dad. We won't do it again. I promise.
I don't care. I don't care if John Walton Sr. directed this. He just put some kids' lives in danger, even if the car is moving less than 10 miles an hour. Someone's going to fall and hurt themselves.
Yeah, I gotta say,
that's okay. That was very, very common in the 70s.
Hey, Mikey, they're insured.
Yeah.
They're insured.
What's that?
They're insured.
The car was.
Oh, yeah, they're insured. That's right.
It was moving at a pretty good speed there, though, for the scene, wasn't it? Like somebody could have fallen off.
Easily.
They got insured, so they're good.
Yeah. Well, you can get some other redheaded kid to replace them.
Yeah.
It,
They could
it took a few
they-
takes. Let's put
they
it
could-
that way.
Yeah, they could just get another actor and shoot from behind for the 2 months when they, had the broken leg healing up or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jim. Jim's Landscaping, Commodore Productions. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Jim, how's it
Hey,
going?
Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Jimbo.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. We've only managed to get put on 4 lists so far today.
Common fare for us, man.
Uh,
Now, just hold on a minute. I gave you a lift home, and you can help me wash this car. It looks like it's been through the Great War.
Now, here we go.
now, that's one key thing. Notice they didn't call it World War One; they called it the Great War.
The
Well,
Great
because there
War.
was no
Nice.
World War II.
Yeah, it's a nice touch right there.
They even
Not-
didn't start calling that until the late 50s.
Yeah, no, but that's like nowadays you won't get like they'll forget nice little touches like that.
Well, yeah, but
Mhm.
World War II hadn't happened yet, right? It was still some years
Yeah.
away. So
Even
Yeah, but
in the
this was-
70s, though, it was common just to call it the Great War.
Yeah,
yeah,
but,
but
like,
the Waltons was always, I thought, quite accurate historically. Like they really made a good effort with the clothing and the
Yeah.
the sets and the
Yeah.
buildings and the cars.
yeah,
I
I'm just
mean, so they had good writers, right? That would pick up on that and go, yeah, it was
Oh,
the
of course.
Great War,
Yeah.
not the first one.
Well, and
Yeah.
look at Grandma's. I love your stoppage there, Gorilla. Look at Grandma's mouth. You could throw some refuse in that mouth. Bugs and shit fly right inside.
well, I was waiting for PvP to make some kind of comments here. Gets
No,
put on
I
the list.
already got one today, so I'm just going to wait. I'm sure there was something. I know there was something
Oh.
else coming up later though that I thought was prize material for a comment.
Oh, so you're not gonna make like some kind of gubber joke with Grandma?
No, I'll be kind. I do like. My mother had a laundry basket exactly like that wicker one there, like identical.
My mother did too. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the '60s, she'd hang it up on the line and she'd take
Back
it down
when
in the
in
basket.
1955, 1960. Yeah, it's an old bucket there.
How come you're all so fired quick to wash that car? You wouldn't dream of washing anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the part I wanted to play that.
Now there's a line I'm not sure about. I gotta say, Gorilla.
Oh my God, that's
What else
great,
is she
Michael Learned.
referring
I
to?
love that line. That is awesome.
Alan Corby, that's Grandma that said that.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother.
Change your clothes first, and you girls better get started cleaning the vegetables for supper.
I'll do it. I don't want to wash the car anyway.
Neither do I.
Well, Mary
Oh,
Ellen, how'd you
women,
feel
you're
about
so
not having any
lame.
more driving lessons?
Yeah, I like that. He threatens her driving license over not washing the car. When there's 4 others that can help him wash the car, but he threatens her driving license.
Yeah, you have to love John Boy for bribery, though. I mean, that's every
Well,
woman wants to
it's-
drive.
It's
That is not
blackmail.
Yeah,
Blackmail.
no. Yeah, that's not bribery. That's blackmail.
Oh, okay. Well, same thing.
And Mary Ellen's just sitting there with her usual attitude, going, "Up yours, John Boy." Look at that look, man. Oh,
Yeah, and
geez.
you
Looks
know,
good kill.
well, if it was written today, that'd be right up John Boy's alley.
Yeah, I think Mary Ellen probably be kicking John Boy up his alley at this point if it was written today. So just saying. Anyway, they do get the
And
car
John Boy
washed.
would be enjoying it.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
Well,
my.
he loves the fact he can blackmail them for, hey, you don't get to drive this piece of crap until, you clean it up for me. Yeah, I'll just sit back and let you do it.
And wait, does the car seem like it's a different color than it used to be?
It is. And there's a
It
reason
definitely-
for that. Yeah, it's a
definitely
little
is.
bit different. Yeah.
Because didn't they paint it blue or something?
Bluish green, maybe. I know it was a brighter color, but because of the subject matter of the main story of this, I think that's why Ralph, the director and the actor, decided to make it a more somber color. I guess that seems to
Well,
be
they're not gonna paint a car over something like that. But I thought it was a bluish color.
That's
Unless
what I thought too.
Well, I remember
Yeah, I
they did.
thought so.
They did when John Boy first got the car. They had to repaint it because the other car was not mechanically sound enough to drive for much longer. Right? Was what
Right.
I remember.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what was the color of the car in the past few episodes? Like, if it's radically different, that seems like another possible error.
I don't know.
It
I've been
hasn't
missing
really
so many
changed. It
Waltons.
hasn't changed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying things. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've had to skip so many weeks with everything going on here that sometimes I get this stuff mixed up.
Well, yeah,
It's okay, Gorilla.
we did
You're
take
doing
three.
just fine.
We take 3 weeks to do last week's episode, didn't we? So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just lucky I was able to squeeze in last week's. Like I won't be able. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze in DS9 tomorrow.
Oh well, if you can't, you can't. Whatever, we understand.
Yeah.
Well, we're in a cleanup process.
Oh, so you're going to be having to take the sandbags down now.
Yes.
Oh no, the city will do that, but there's a couple cute girls that needed some help. So
Yeah, they
Yeah,
need your
yeah.
help, Gorilla.
What exactly do they need help with Gorilla? Details, please.
Not
moving
that.
the heavy stuff out. Yeah, PvP, get your mind out of the gutter.
Okay, I'll try.
Actually, no, we're not. We're
Come
past the
on.
gutter. Yeah, you're past the gutter. You're all the way down into the sewer.
Well, I got my moments. Anyway, they do eventually get the car washed. I've heard in the next bit of the episode here. Eventually.
Who's calling? Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
I hope it's not one of these two.
Oh, man.
Oh man, this is getting too crazy.
Like I said, can you imagine having to not only direct this episode, but to act in it too at the same time? And back then, like we're talking the early 70s, this came out in 1974 in December. So, we're talking, mid 70s at least. And back then that was unheard of that you could have an actor in a series actually also direct it. That was kind of unheard of. But he's used
Star
to it, I
Trek
guess.
did that.
Oh yeah, but
But
yeah,
that was
early
next,
Star Trek, but,
that was
yeah.
that was Next Generation though. That would be like
That's
at least-
Next Generation that did
that'd
that.
be like,
That's right.
like 6 years after this or something, right? So
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, well,
no,
Johnny-
13 years after this. Remember,
Yeah,
because he started in '87. So
Yeah.
no.
Jonathan
Oh, yeah,
Frakes has
87,
a little
that's
small
right,
dome,
yeah.
but I know LeVar Burton directed a few. I think Michael Dorn directed a few. Marina Sirtis has directed a couple.
Yeah,
but that's still much later than the
still
this
much later
episode,
than
right?
this. Like
Yeah, that's all
like
in the
Judy Norton
90s.
said. Yeah, like Judy Norton said in her behind the scenes, she was saying that Ralph Waite, not only directing and acting, but he wrote the screenplay for this too. So for this episode,
No, I don't think there's a writer in the credits. I don't think it was him.
are
Actually,
you pretty sure? Oh,
pretty sure.
okay.
I think it was a
Yeah.
I think it was a woman that wrote this one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, a woman. I'm sorry, Kathleen
No.
Height. Yeah.
No,
so
Scurvy here
directed
wrote it.
but Kathleen wrote it. Yeah, Kathleen Height. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
I was
that's
just
it,
thinking
Kathleen. Yeah.
No, I heard Scurvy wrote it. That's why they mentioned fruitcakes and all in the title.
Okay,
Hey,
what are you trying to imply there, girl? Come on, be kind.
I'll say hi to Scurvy there.
Hi,
And
my.
he's the one that wrote it. That's why they're always drinking eggnog in the show.
Hi, Lemon.
Well,
That's why
you know
they-
how
Uh,
you know how some of our on our stream, on our Mikey Sue streams, when Lemon is supervising, and Lady V Elements and Spicy Beach, and those ladies come on, I started calling him now Sir Lemonade. He doesn't
who
mind
was-
it, but I mean
who was
that's
it?
just what I started calling him.
Yeah.
Sir
Well, there's
Lemonade.
there's one there that she said I was a moderator there, and I can't remember who it was. I was like, I don't know what I'd have to do to get Gorilla to ban me.
well,
Oh, my
I
God.
can think I can think of a couple things like what one or two people have done on past live streams, right, Gorilla?
No, but he's in the chat.
Oh well,
Yeah.
that would be much tougher. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
much tougher.
I don't think I've ever purposely banned anybody in the chat.
I think it's a lot tougher to get that route in the chat. Actually, like you'd have to like go, way over the
Are
line.
you sure about that? Ask Mikey how I can be in the chat.
Yeah, but there's one thing about joking around. There's another thing about, I mean, you
Yeah.
guys know what I'm talking about, right? If it gets that
Oh, of course.
nasty stuff,
And welcome DJ there. And
Hello,
Whee!
Whee! Yeah,
and
that's what he
Terry
said.
says, this is the one where John Boy wraps the car around the tree after too much eggnog. Damn it, there's Scurvy, you spoiled it.
No, that's
Damn it.
that's the Christmas episode, Lemon. Where
Yeah, that's later on.
It's
Yeah.
called "It's a Wonderful John Boy Life." If you get that joke, you deserve a cookie.
Oh my gosh. Get a John Boy life. Yeah.
Hey, you know what we got to watch?
Wonderful John Boy Life.
Hey, I want to know what got added to the list for Thursday Cinema?
What's that?
We're going to watch Space John Boy.
Oh, wow.
I remember he was in that sci-fi movie, wasn't he?
Yes, everybody knows which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I can't think
Well,
of the
yeah,
title.
he basically took a sledgehammer and smashed his career to pieces.
It wasn't called Space John Boy, though. That actually might have helped it at the box office, but what the hell was it
Battle
called?
Behind the Stars.
That's the one. Yeah.
Battle of the Stars.
Nobody knows his character's name. Everybody just referred to him as Space John Boy.
Yeah, we just call him Space John Boy in a suit.
I'd say go for it. I mean, if that's a cringe not coming up, that'd be great because it would definitely be an improvement over Freddy Got Fingered. That's for damn sure.
Oh, for damn sure.
No. I got something very special planned, but yeah, I got something very special planned here.
We really need to watch.
It's a brand new show, animated show out on YouTube.
Oh God.
Yeah, I've banned someone from a channel before, but not any of the channels here or that any for something familiar. Oh, what
that you're familiar with? Yeah.
I don't know why you banned someone.
Well, that must have been very difficult to do, Lemon Pie, considering you are our master moderator of our channel. So if there's a bad person there, I gave you full reign. You can kick them off all you want, it's just as long as I'm helping, and that person deserves it. But there's very rare times that when that Lemon would do that. So when he's saying he's already done it once, that must have been real difficult to do. I mean, to be asked to do it, or he did it himself.
Yeah. I've had the wrench on a few channels where I've been a moderator, and I put people on timeouts for like maybe 10 or 15 minutes, and giving them warnings. If they keep it up, I'll just kick them off. But I've never actually banned anybody from a channel. It's never got that bad. So that must have been
Well,
really
I even
bad.
got my wrench taken away for a person who shall not be named, but the person took my wrench away because I did time somebody out because the person deserved it, and I got reprimanded for that.
I know that story, but I think the problem was I think you timed them out for 24 hours, which maybe was a little excessive, from what I heard.
Right, it was a little bit abusive, and I totally agree.
I would start with like 15 minutes. That's usually what I go for, and if they don't get the message after that, then I'll just time them out for maybe an hour or whatever the hell YouTube allows now. But yeah.
I'll just say I exceeded my mandate, so that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about it.
Let's get back on topic here, else we will be here for 3 hours.
Let's get this damn car washed already. Jeez.
I did not go get any damn water in my fucking car. You got that, boy? Oh, whoops.
I'd rather not say something. I mentioned it once before to you in private, but it's okay.
We all know which one it was. And I might have rephrased that a little bit. So here they're shucking peas, and Grandma's making butter. They're washing, detailing the car.
I wanted to mention something to you about this gorilla. When they go to the Beardsley's place, to fix it up and everything, the well that's there is non-working. What they had to do is they had to manually feed water pump. They had to feed their own kind of water hose and everything to make sure it would work. And then there's a scene where Grandpa is like pumping the water, manually inside to go down into the sink, and that was all fed intravenously through hosing and piping that they put in themselves. So, because there weren't actually any working places, at either houses, it all had to be manually put in to make it look like the sink was working. So,
But the
I
thing
just
is,
want to make sure I mention that. So,
the thing is, like, we actually see them doing that in the episode, right, Mikey, where they're actually putting the pipes into the ground, and so I'm
oh
kind of
sure,
thinking maybe they actually did it for real during the production, and we got to
yes.
see some of that. So I thought that was kind of cool, actually.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Well, I mean, because this hose that they're using to clean down the car, that was naturally fed by the production company. So I guess maybe by the props department. So maybe it was an actual hose that existed back in the early 1930s. I don't know for sure, but
Well, yeah, I'm
it
sure they
looks a
had.
little modern to me. That's what I'm saying. That could have
Must
been an
have had,
error
yeah,
also.
they must have had hoses though to water the garden or something, right?
Oh well, pretty much, yeah. But I thought they
Anyway,
were always clean. So.
we got a water fight coming up here, which I've been anticipating.
Yeah.
Well, I think you know where that was, Lemon, but it's okay. No worries.
Mikey says, "Where was that?" And then he recalls that.
Yeah.
It don't matter now. It involves somebody that, well, I won't mention them.
Right.
I don't think I need. I don't need to, do I?
I don't need another repeat of the flood there when I had to like stop talk. But anyhow,
yeah. Anyway, there's supposed to be a hose that's hosing people down here eventually.
Oh yeah, here we go.
They only cost $50 an hour.
And it's okay.
They better cost a lot more than that, or else they're getting something a little more permanent.
Yeah, I never said all their teeth matched.
Oh. You sure you want Judy on here when we talk about this stuff?
So that's Mary Ellen, right? Sitting up there on this top of
back on track.
And is she doing like onions or potatoes? I don't even know what she's peeling up there.
It's the shucking peas.
Oh, shucking peas. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So,
all right.
So anyhow, we got they were talking about it, and Grandma wasn't sure if she approved of Elizabeth having an imaginary friend, and Olivia here is like, yeah, I had one, and Grandma all of a sudden changed her mind, like, oh, okay, then I guess it's all right.
Yeah, she was lying to Grandma about that. You just want her to not with it.
Oh, now wait. What are they doing with the cow?
Do you even want to know? They're gonna milk the cow.
I don't know. What? Oh, they're milking the cow. Okay. Well, okay. I guess that, but I just say it's weird. Just put it in front of the car there.
All right, so they're talking about the Beardsleys there, which that guy sucked at the dentist. He's off. He always left there in pain. Oh, what was wrong, Beardsley?
Yeah.
But they're talking about the Beardsleys having to move down to Atlanta and that like 5 years ago, blah blah blah.
Ben.
Oh, they said that. Well, they were talking about how it'd be lonely. They have to live by themselves, and just play.
Young man, I beg your pardon, but the Beardsley are precisely the same age your grandma and me.
Well, you wouldn't
That's
want to live
right.
by yourselves, would you?
No, I wouldn't. But your grandma and I can manage if we had to.
Hey, I just spotted a mistake.
No.
Oh yeah.
Watch this. He said Ben, right?
The
Yeah.
Beardsley are precisely the same age your grandma and me.
Well, you wouldn't want to live by yourselves, would you?
Look who responded.
Right, that was John Walmsley, not Ben.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
first
Jim
one
Bob.
was
Yeah.
Ben was the first one talking, then Grandpa talked, and then it
Okay.
moved on to the second boy.
Oh, okay. All right, Jim. Yeah, I thought it was somebody else who responded. Not. Yeah. Okay. It didn't look that way at first. Okay. No worries. Keep going, Gorilla.
Okay.
Yeah, we better keep going.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh, come on.
we haven't got to the main storyline yet.
Oh, come on.
right.
We're only averaging 12 minutes per minute of the show.
Yeah, we're not even an hour in yet. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we're
can
not
have
even there
it,
yet.
Buzz. Oh,
But it's gonna be short.
so you know they're talking. Oh, and then water fight.
Stop that! Stop it!
Oh,
You know,
oh my
if we
God.
if we would have done that, my mom would have been at that window yelling at us for wasting fucking water.
Right? I get a slap in the face if I wasted that much water.
just a slap in the face.
My dad would slap me in the face if we were wasting water. Remember, we lived in a desert. You don't waste water if you live in a desert.
Oh, hey, Mikey, we'll ship you something then. We
Yeah,
got
right?
plenty to ship to you.
Okay.
Yeah, if it was only possible, eh? Like that would help a lot of people out west. But oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, we got enough water. We could water the Sahara for like 10 years.
Well, those
That's awesome.
some of those Arab countries got lots of money. Maybe you could do a deal there, Gorilla.
Yeah,
You could just
sure.
transport it over.
Yeah, that'd only be millions of dollars in fuel.
Oh, some of those guys those sheikhs are like billionaires. Like those guys are, fucking rich, right? So they probably go $1 million fuel. That's pennies to me.
Hey, Gorilla, I had a question.
Do I have
Because
an
I know
answer?
I haven't done very many of these episodes with you guys, so I'm still trying to catch up. But was the actor that played Ike in the store, was he in every single episode?
No, not everyone. No.
Well, okay. All right.
Ike was like a major secondary character, but it depended on the storyline, right? If
Yeah.
you didn't need Ike Godsey at the store for any particular reason, they wouldn't have him at all. They wouldn't have the store in the episode if it wasn't necessary.
Yeah. Sometimes
I
they
think-
have secondary characters that be like in it for more than half the series. Like, this lasted 9 seasons and you would think that the guy, that plays Ike would have been in it for more than half of those seasons. So I'm
Oh,
just
he
saying.
could have been. He was in a lot of episodes. Don't get me wrong,
Actually-
Mikey.
Actually, come to think about it, I think he might have been in every single episode, but like a
Yeah.
couple episodes might have been just like I'm only admitted in 1 or 2 lines.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, you're right, Gorilla. That's true. But I'm pretty sure he is one of those that's been in every single one. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can always
here-
find that after we're done. So, yeah, sure.
Here we get introduced to what's his face, Walter Beardsley.
To help fix the
Oh, they need
barn door, huh? Welcome home.
So yeah, they're welcome home. He's buying up half the damn shop, and that guy looks familiar.
Yeah, his
What
name
else
is
was
John
he in?
Beale. Well, he's been
What
in
else was-
Broadway shows. He's been in Hollywood. Yeah, let me take a look at John's career here briefly. Just a second. I can look it up real
Yeah.
quick.
I
Yeah.
mentioned stuff I would know him in, not the. I don't know any damn Broadway shows.
Okay. Well, John Beale was born in 1909. He lived until the age of 87. He died in 1997. He's known for a movie in 1993 called The Firm with our friend Tom Cruise. He played Nathan Locke in that film. He was Dr. Paul Beecher in the 1957 film The Vampire. He was in a 1941 film called Doctors Don't Tell. He played Dr. Ralph Sawyer. And he was in a movie called Atlantic Convoy back in 1942. He played Carl Hansen. Those are the four main things he's known for. But I did remember him in The Firm. He was one of the Firm's guys that, because the mafia ran the firm and everything. That's a good movie, by the way, and the one from '93. Yeah. So that's what he was in. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, they're getting up like a little bunch of school children here talking that local. And Grandpa goes and helps them, and he offers help come out. He's like, "Oh, I'll sit here, open the windows, let some light in, blah blah blah."
Yeah, and there's right around the 22-minute and 55-second mark. When we get to that, I'll just mention a quick thing I found out from the trivia when it's Grandpa and Mr. Beardsley talking to each other. So, yeah.
I just wanted to add, I just look up Godsey here. He was in 172 episodes, the character. So I'm not sure how many of the series there were. Maybe he wasn't in a few, but he was in a lot of them, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know. How many episodes did the Waltons have? Actually, let me take a look here.
I'll see who's faster.
Okay, 221 episodes in total of the Waltons. So he was in 172 of them. So he was in a lot of them, most of them, but he was not on every episode, which I kind of figured.
So about two seasons worth he was in.
Well, there would have been around what 39 episodes or something he wasn't in, roughly.
So a season and a half.
Yeah, because it's 221 minus 172. So if anybody wants to do the math on that.
Right. Well, here's okay. When the series ran
39.
49.
Okay, yeah. So here's some information. So for the 9 seasons it ran from 1972 to 1981, there was a total of 212 episodes during those 9 years. John Walmsley, who played Jason, Mary Beth, who played Aaron, Eric Scott, who played Ben, and Cammie, who played Elizabeth, all did every single 212 episodes. Judy Norton, who played Mary Ellen, was in 211. There was only one episode she never appeared in. And the same thing for Jim Bob Walton, David W. Harper. He was through 211 episodes. Earl Hamner Jr., the narrator, he did 211 episodes of narration and missed one. And then Ralph Waite, who plays John Walton Sr., did 196 episodes. Ike did 172, Joe Conley. And then Michael Learned, as Olivia, did 168 episodes. Only Ellen Corby playing Esther and Will Gear playing the grandfather did less episodes. Ellen did 146 and Will did 145 and Richard did even less. It says here as John Boy, he only appeared in 124 episodes. So,
he bailed fairly early in the series, actually, because he just
he stepped out. Yeah, he pretty much stepped out of that.
Well, Grandma had that stroke, and Zeb died.
Oh, right. Yeah, the actor died. Yeah, it's kind of hard to act when you're dead, right? So, yeah.
And
221 though, Mikey, not 212 or whatever. 220.
Well, I didn't include the special movie things, but yeah, you can add the additional.
No, I'm not. Well, yeah, I guess if you have the TV movies, okay, you're probably right.
Yeah, if you had the TV movies, you would say they were all in them, so you could just add 10 to that. That's
there's 6 TV movies, so.
There's only 6. Okay, so you can add
I know exactly where your discrepancies coming from.
Okay.
One person's as the 2-parters split in 2 and counted as 2 episodes. One has the 2-parters combined into 1 episode for the count.
Well, that could be. Yes, that's true. That could happen.
I bet you that's where the discrepancy is.
Totally, probably is. Yeah.
But anyhow.
I'm still getting when I total up 221 in the episode here that I'm looking at. So.
No, yeah, I bet you your 2-parters are split and Mikey's aren't.
Yeah, well, it doesn't include the pilot either, so that gets even more messy trying to figure out, I
So
suppose.
that even gets more difficult.
Anyway, we got that I was over in 170 something episodes, so he was a pretty regular character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
he
just
was.
beating a dead horse here.
We are beating a dead
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
Even though Peter would have a problem with that.
Anyway, here's our main guest star has finally showed up in the episode.
Yep, Mr. John Beale. Yep.
And
Nice
we're
bow
8
tie.
minutes in. So they're fussing around. They're gonna help him clean up. Blah blah blah. They're talking about the echo, and Grandpa asks him about his wife, and he goes, "Oh, she's still. All right, you're."
Hey,
He's talking
Gorilla, I
about-
think
he finds the
Captain
photo.
was asking you a couple questions there.
Okay. He goes, "Hello. Isolate that discrepancy. Maybe it's because of the metric system. Yeah, yeah. The damn Canadians using the metric system.
Damn us Canadians. Damn it.
Well, since it was an American show with the number of episodes tallied up by Americans producing it, I don't think the metric was involved actually.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Especially even back in the 70s, because even in the 70s, the metric system was just beginning to come in here. It wasn't, I don't think it was established like maybe around that time, but it wasn't a big thing. We still were using imperial measurements back then, actually.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't even count the people that were leaving the United States because they didn't want to go fight in that so-called war they called it way back then, and it immigrated to Canada. So we don't even include those people, right?
I'm going to avoid
Yeah.
politics.
All right.
Yeah, we can avoid that.
All right. We're getting on that
Tangent.
tangent horse. That tangent
Tangent.
horse.
right.
Jeremy, I'm surprised you're not using your authority on the get back on track shit.
Yeah, come on, let's get back on track already.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
gave
they're
up
talking-
on that long ago.
So anyhow, we got he finds a photo and the guy's talking about his wife. You know, like, oh, she'll be along. And too bad, fucking Amazon ruins the ending for this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You mean you
Beth
haven't
wants
figured
to
out
see
the
it.
ending yet?
No, 'cause Amazon spoiled it. They have a one sentence as a summary of the episode, and they gave the whole episode away.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even need that to figure out the way this episode's going.
Oh, I figured that out. I had this figured out in like the first 10 minutes or so, pretty much. Didn't take long.
Yeah, so
That doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, though. It was still enjoyable.
something about Mystery Saul. And
here's a good
Grandpa
scene.
forgot this. Well, you want me to play it?
Sure, play something. Yeah, you haven't played anything in a while
The
now.
mystery is solved. Mason Beardsley is back.
He is.
Yeah, I ran across him down to Ike God's store. Oh, here, before I forget, these screws.
Oh, I did remember the screws. I thought you said you forgot the screws. You think John would have had a bunch of recycled screws? Like, hell, even I have a full jar of screws.
He was buying out
Yeah,
the store, Mason.
You'd think you would, wouldn't you?
No, not doing what he does. The screws will go away with the lumber.
His wife, Peter, are coming back here for good.
How is he?
Well, it's fine, I guess.
Something wrong?
Nope. All right.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe just because I ran across him again after so many years away. He looks almighty old. I suppose I look the same way to him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandpa, you just said literally less than 5 minutes ago that he's, at the same age as you and Grandma.
I think the end of that scene, the last little bit there, was really good.
Yeah.
Between him and Pa. Because Pa says something.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! I can't remember. I have something. Oh
Oh
shoot!
shit. Oh well.
Yeah, Grandpa and Grandma are going at it.
That's a good scene too.
Yeah.
It's okay. but
Apparently,
you don't
Grandma's
like to say that.
suspicious about something. I cannot remember what Grandma was suspicious about, though.
Just about everything, I'm guessing.
She's a bit
He
paranoid.
doesn't
Smells good.
Oh,
smell. He wants her to not use the lilac, and he misses
No,
that she
eucalyptus.
smell like crab apples. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
eucalyptus.
And she's saying she needs it for because she's got pleurisy or whatever, and he's like, "I don't give a
Right.
shit about that, old lady. I want you to smell good."
well, what the hell is
It's not
Plurzy?
good.
This is quite a charming scene, though. I thought this was a really good scene in the
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, what the hell is Plurzy?
Oh man, yeah, I'd have to look that one up because I don't think too many people suffer from that anymore. But it's some kind of congestion in the chest, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
If you want me to, I can look it up.
Okay,
Plurzy.
pleurisy, a
Pleurisy,
condition
yeah.
whereby inflammation of the pleura causes the membranes to rub and grate against each other.
Yeah,
It
it's
is essentially a lung inflammation.
yeah,
Okay.
pleurisy. Yeah, it's spelled Pleurisy. Inflammation of the pleura, which is a thin layer of tissue that lines the lungs and chest wall. I'm getting this right from Dr. Govind Desai. He says this can cause severe chest pain that worsens during breathing. Usually, urgent medical care or medical attention is recommended in severe cases by healthcare providers. It's very common. It says there's more than 500,000 cases per year just in Canada. So,
Really?
pleurisy.
Jeez,
Yeah.
I never known anybody that had it, but wow, guess I'm
Yeah.
lucky.
Sharp chest pains while
So,
like you're trying to
so,
breathe.
so what? 80% of your guys' population suffers from it.
500,000
Just about.
500,000 is nowhere near 80% of our
No,
population.
that's not 80%. That's more like less than 20%,
Not
maybe.
even that. Not even
Not
that.
even that. 10%,
Well,
maybe.
if you count
less
moose.
than.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just giving crap. That's all, because they
Yeah.
were like at least 50% of of the people are below the 48th parallel.
Yeah, Captain said a couple more things to you there, Darrell, if you want to quickly
Yeah, no, I'm
hit
getting
them.
there.
And Phantom Boomer explores us here.
Yeah, he's laughing and says, "If you have 12 shows in a season in Europe, you have only 10." No, I'll do you one better. Look up Black Mirror, 3 damn episodes in a season, except on leap years.
It's
Anyway,
welcome Boomer. He goes, "Hello."
hey Boomer,
Hello.
No,
Hey,
it's
can
that.
can you
what's
play a
that?
bit of this? This is a good scene. I like this interaction.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can keep going because this
I
is really
miss
good.
it.
Well, I didn't used to have pleurisy.
Well, thank heaven for memories.
Zeb, are you feeling all right?
Well, I may feel a trifle blue. Run across the mission again after all these years. Makes me want to bring back all of the good old days.
You ever notice that every generation always calls like the past decades the good old days? Like the time that they're living in now is like crap.
Well, it's often
Well,
true.
the world is getting steadily worse.
Well, I know
Yeah.
the 60s and 70s were the best decades in my life, and
Yeah, but
I mean,
how
I'm
about-
not going to try and quantify it, but that's real to me. I'll tell you right
yeah,
now.
but how many like the older folks at that time were looking back at like the 30s and 40s and calling it the good old days?
Well, I think it has something to do with
A goddamn one of them, because they're at war and in a depression.
And I think though it does depend on how young you are, because when you're younger, you can deal with a lot of bad shit, but it doesn't seem as bad as when you're getting older, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
You'll get there, Gorilla. You'll get there. the 30
Yeah,
years
give
from now,
it- give
you'll
it
look back
time.
and you'll go, "Oh shit, PvP was talking about something that made sense there."
Hey, the way this world's going, I don't expect to get there.
Well, hopefully you will.
Well, I can tell you this, Gorilla. Those wonderful kids of yours, they will age you very quickly. So if
They already
anything does,
have.
they will. Yeah,
I
they
already
will.
have. No, but the way things are going is I'm gonna end up getting drafted. I'm gonna end up sparting off to my sergeant. I'll get put on the hey go look down that hole duty.
It's okay, Gorilla. I don't think you'll pass the physical.
No, you won't make
2%
it.
of DNA between gorilla and human makes all the
Yeah.
difference.
Hey, Germ there. When they are putting people with Down syndrome on the front lines to poke their head out of the trench and tell the people what the hell's going on out there, I'm pretty sure about physical capabilities that won't matter.
Well, we're not Ukrainians yet.
Yeah, DJ Play Nights is kind of cool. What he's saying right now, second to is pretty universal. That's pretty much where we're at, DJ. Yeah. Oh yeah, they do. We wax nostalgic.
Nostalgia too much there. And Captain here says, "I'm having the time of my life right now." Well, that's good to hear. The 70s recession sucked. The next one sucked. And the one we're in sucks. Suckitude is pretty universal.
Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
And apparently Captain's never been this old.
I've never been this damn old.
Oh,
That's a great
well.
song, by the way. Great country song.
You'll get there
Never
eventually.
feel this damn old. Yeah, it's a good song. Yeah, keep going, Gorilla. Sorry, didn't mean to throw you off.
Oh, you old fool.
Yeah,
I'm
this
just
is
gonna
a great
cook some
scene.
eggs. Now you come along with me. Come on.
Grandma
There's
actually
the thing.
invites him to go and get some eggs with her, and then she puts her arm around him, and it's like, wow, Zeb said
Yeah,
something right there
yeah.
for a change.
Yeah, no, they're probably about 40 years younger. They'd be doing something else in that chicken coop. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Well, I personally think Grandpa would still be going for it if he could, but it's like he's only going to get eggs. Let's put it that way.
We forgot his Viagra in the house.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
boy.
don't forget, if they're going to get eggs together and he pisses her off with a line or two, she can throw the eggs right at him. No hesitation.
No, she'll just start throwing the chickens at him.
Oh, chicken. Yes, you're
If
right.
you ever do find yourself in that situation, well, since it's not me, I recommend you go ahead and go for it. The chickens will have a very nice reaction.
But make
Just
sure you
make
throw
sure
the
they
key
can't
first.
protect you in any particular sensitive areas.
Well,
'Cause they
she
will
throws
do
them at- yeah, but remember, she throws them at his face. Let's make sure you throw those chickens feet first, so that they can scratch his face a little bit. And
yeah.
you're like, I don't care about bone. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding.
They are very curious birds.
Well,
Yeah.
usually it's the roosters that do the attacking here.
Chickens are nasty little buggers.
Yeah.
They
Have you
are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
have-
all think it's bad, man.
Oh yeah. No,
have
it's
you
the
ever
roosters-
have you ever decapitated a chicken? By the way, guys.
I've seen
No.
it done.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
did it myself, though.
I never did it
You gotta do
myself.
it right.
But I had a friend that lived out in the country, and they raised chickens for food. And one weekend, it was like I had to go and help my friend because they had like 20 chickens or whatever. Their time was up, and they were going to be food stuff. So he had the axe. I went out there and helped him, and you put you grab them by the feet, you put them on the chopping block, you put their little head down, and then I was holding the chicken by the legs, and my friend would like whack with the axe, and the head would go flying, and the chickens would go flying, and they dance around for like, oh shit, probably a good 30 seconds while the blood's gushing out of their neck before they even realize they're dead. Right? It was pretty damn
Doing it
freaky.
wrong.
It's pretty freaky.
Well, my mother's sister, who was also named Elizabeth, had her husband. He's no longer with us, but she had her husband who would go out there and they would have, hens and chickens around. And if they were, getting close to starving, because they had to feed like, 4 or 5 people. But when we went to visit them, we called them Duppies. So Uncle Duppy went out there, took me and my brother, and we went over, grabbed the hen. He says, "Here, I got to cut this hen's head off. Can you guys help me hold the feet down while I do that?" And that's literally what he did right in front of us, is just cut the hen's, head off, clean off. Just one quick swipe. Yeah. We learned about life and death that day.
They're doing that for show.
Yeah.
Kill the chicken before you cut its head off. Because
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, when you cut its head off, you do it wrong, and then they start dancing around without a head, and people can get a little bit weird about that.
No.
How do you kill them before you chop the head off then?
Yeah. How do you do that?
Usually you just crack them on the skull or
with
choke
what?
'em.
You don't have much there, Germ.
No.
I guess maybe with the base part of the sledgehammer or something.
I think the traditional method here is just to chop the head off clean, and it's the quickest, easiest way. And they're basically dead anyway because the brain's not connected to the body anymore. So it's just basically nervous muscle contractions that makes them jump around, as far as I've heard.
What
you missed they usually miss the bottom part of the brainstem.
Oh, my buddy was pretty good at that because he'd done it a few times, and he cut him down pretty low. There was it was neck, not brainstem.
Yeah. No.
Anyway,
you guys are going the wrong approach
we're
on
off
all
on
this.
a fucking tangent again here.
Sorry.
All right, this is real quick. You guys are taking this you're doing this all the wrong way. What you gotta do is get a group of people together, put a craps table down, chop the chicken's head off, then you guys have your bets on where the chicken's gonna finally flop down at. Red, black, which number? You can go all kinds of way.
That's even more.
Or you can revive it with electricity and have it become a zombie chicken.
No. You're just putting bets on where the body's gonna plop down. But anyhow.
Oh, that's funny, Gorilla. Oh, man. Anyway, let's get back to this episode before we go way too off here. Okay.
Well, we are already way off. So
wee, yeah, exactly.
Then,
like DJ Play Night says.
All right, so the whole family's telling Elizabeth that Jimmy can fuck off, pretty much. And Grandpa's talking about, they're saying that Jimmy can eat visible food. And Grandpa makes the announcement that.
Would you even ask that? I mean, of your imaginary friend, why can't he eat imaginary food?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Thank you.
Yeah, she tells Jimmy to listen to Grandpa.
John boy, you thought you saw someone over at the Beardsley place? Well, it was Mason Beardsley himself.
Mason, did you see him?
Saw him down at God's store. He's down there buying out half the store, getting ready before Dealey gets back here. And that is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh. And
here comes the work.
Look at him. He's like, Jason here is the only one that's picking up what's going down, I think.
He knows what's going to happen. Yeah. He's going to get volunteered in quotes.
No, it's a mandatory volunteeration. My dad had that the one time when we worked for the government there. They're short staffed over at Sioux Falls, so they all got notices like on a Thursday. It was like a Thursday there that they all had to be out in Sioux Falls by Monday there, and if they didn't, they would all be considered AWOL. Well,
wow.
So they all had to pack up and head out to Sioux Falls that weekend, which is like 90 miles away or 80 miles away or so. And they stayed out there for like a week or two there. And then when they came back, they all got like a little gift basket that said, "Thank you for volunteering to go out to Sioux Falls in our time of need."
Oh, that's cute. So they got drafted.
Yeah, short hazard pay and overtime.
Exactly.
No, not hazard pay, but they got traveling expenses, all their stuff paid. Like basically, like my dad went out there for like a week or so. He'd come back home. He'd drive back home there, come grab my mom, and they'd go stay out there for the weekend there, without having to pay for the hotel, pretty much.
Yeah. So, Gorilla, did you get some kind of gratitude and acknowledgement for helping them sandbag?
We got to thank you, and I got my picture in the paper.
Yay!
But it wasn't like a group picture. It was more like they took a picture of the sandbaggers, and I just happened to be in the picture.
Oh, how cute! So now you're in a newspaper. Yay! That's awesome, man.
Just a local one.
Ah, it's still something. You got your 15 minutes of fame, right?
Not even that.
Yeah. Well, I can say I've been in a TV series for 3 episodes, and I was in a movie, so I got my 15 minutes of fame and then some. So I could say that boldly and cross that off my bucket list.
All right.
What does that mean?
I have a feeling you're going to ask us to help Mr. Beardsley around his house.
Right, the first time. Well,
Wow, isn't he a brainy Jason?
That almost could have gotten him a belt across the ass.
Whack. Yeah, but who would that come from? Would that come from Dad, or would that come from John Boy?
It'd come from Grandpa.
Or even Grandpa would smack him upside the head for that comment. Wiseacre.
Yeah, well, they could have gotten a game of whack fuck started.
Right at the table. Hey, let's just get Jason whacked upside the head a few times. Who cares?
Fuck!
The place a mess, Pa. There's been nobody around to keep it up.
Well, there's plenty to do down there, yes. But I think if we get together here over the weekend, we can clear the place out and get it ready for the Beardsleys.
You know, that's funny there. Grant, I don't think Grandpa ran that behind or across anybody.
No, I think Grandpa's
no,
just
of course
taking
not.
charge here. Grandpa's just saying, well, he's an old friend, I know, and you kids are going to help him out whether you fucking like it or not. So eat up,
Exactly.
have a good meal,
No.
and be ready to work your butts off tomorrow.
They're gonna do it. He's gonna make them like it.
Damn right.
Sorry, Grandpa, but I got homework to do all this weekend.
Something
No
to
excuse.
learn, huh?
Oh, I like that. He tells them, "Oh, I can't do it. I got homework all weekend." Ah, something to learn, huh?
By the way, I
Yeah,
want
do
to
you
know
re-
what the hell is Jim Bob pouring on his food here? Like, this
Spaghetti
is kind of
sauce?
ridiculously weird.
That
I
looks
don't
like
know.
that's just
That looks
it's
like
it's
preservatives.
tomato sauce. It's like a
Yeah,
tomato
Hell
sauce.
of a lot. Like, he drowns everything in bloody tomato sauce in this scene.
Well, maybe it's like ketchup, and he's drowning his food in ketchup.
I never
yeah,
used
maybe.
that much ketchup. Come on, like, okay, just play it for a couple seconds. Just play it through for a second.
Okay,
please.
okay. Jim Bob hears about my kids. Hey, Owen, what do I yell about you every time we eat something? There you go. I don't know if you caught that.
I
You
didn't.
said too much ketchup.
Hey, I like ketchup.
There
as
is
much
no
as the
such
next person.
thing as too much ketchup.
Hey,
Ketchup
Jeff's
is
taking your
the
side
thing.
there, Owen. Yeah, there's no
Oh.
such thing as too much ketchup.
I think there's too much ketchup in this scene. If you play it, Gorilla, please.
I am.
He pours
Recollect
he
who it
pours a
was that
shitload of
taught
it
you
on
to-
here.
Whoa! Now
This is
he
like
is drowning that.
He's like, that's half the bloody jar, man.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
ketchup.
What's he pouring it on, by the way? Is that pasta, potatoes?
It could be either
Looks like potato salad.
or something, or
Okay,
Yeah,
cauliflower,
mashed potatoes,
mashed
potato
potatoes,
salad, something
maybe.
like that.
I never
Yeah.
put ketchup on my potatoes salad. Like, that's just seems like a very weird combination. I don't know.
I think
That's
we're
a
focused-
lot. That's a lot. He's drowned it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be homemade pasta sauce.
Yeah, homemade tomato sauce. Yeah.
I
Well, you
promise.
know, I've had ketchup before on mashed potatoes. I've had it on my spinach. I've had it on vegetables before. I mean, I love ketchup. Ketchup is my thing.
I like ketchup, but I don't put it on everything.
Almost everything. Hey, Sci-Fi Mombi. How you doing, Mombi?
You put ketchup on
Mombi in the
spinach?
Hey, Mombi, we're only We're now 19 minutes in, and we're only like 8 minutes into the episode.
We should be
Oh,
done.
wait,
We should be done by this time next year. Actually.
Yeah. And don't worry. We only got ourselves put on 8 lists so far.
And saying howdy to Phantom. Yeah.
We're probably on the ketchup abusers list at this point as well. You could add that one. I'm guessing.
Oh well, thank you, Mommy. Yeah, your fabulous work. Great. We just saw the horror film A Quiet Place Day One, the prequel to the movies that came out about 10 years ago, starring Emily Blunt. Yeah. Oh, and thank God it's Friday to you too, Mommy.
Yeah. The reason her name's Emily Blunt is because you have to have a blunt to enjoy her acting.
Well, you have to knock yourself over the head with one instrument to enjoy it. That's what.
I am joking. I have no ill feelings towards Emily Blunt because I have absolutely no idea who he's talking about.
Oh, she's a great actress. So I'm just saying. But yeah.
But my kids love a song that's so random Disney. Ketchup on everything. Ketchup on everything.
Yeah.
Now you got to introduce them to Yeah Toast.
Yeah, toast.
Yeah, toast. Or it's peanut butter jelly time. It's peanut butter jelly time. It's peanut butter jelly time. We're getting out of
like Brian
for some reason.
Yeah, Brian Griffin. Oh God. Yeah, peanut butter jelly time. Yeah.
Was you,
All right, let's
somebody?
get back to this episode.
No, it was Mason Beardsley himself. And I'll expect you Saturday morning, right after breakfast, to go to work over there.
Mr. Beardsley didn't teach me anything.
That's not to say he won't. You be there too, Jim Bob, and the rest
Oh
of
my
you.
God, how can you eat that with so much ketchup on there?
Grandpa this one.
I don't get it personally. Like I love ketchup, but that seems like it's a bit excessive. I don't know.
Wait, we're back on the ketchup thing.
Okay, let's continue. Let's forget ketchup.
All right,
Next
so
we can talk about vinegar. We can talk about
notice how 4 of the kids tried getting out of it so far.
How long do you reckon it'll take to clean the place up?
Your pitching should only take a day.
That's why I want you all to help.
Well, I'll tell you what. Ben and Jim Bob, you do the fireplaces, and I'll take care of the weeds.
Wait a minute. You can do the fireplace.
Okay, now they're all trying to choose chores.
Yeah, now they are arguing. Well, that's because well, in all fairness, the last time they had to clean up a place, John Boy did the fireplace there. Well, also he's the only one cleaning up the place.
Well, I think John Boy is the oldest kid should get first dibs on what he wants to clean, right? And let the youngsters, take the shitty jobs, right? That seems fair.
As the youngest of 3, I protest that rule.
Well, baby of the family, if you make those objections heard, you get slapped and you get an even shittier job.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So this is here where they talk about they have a broken pipe, so they're gonna go get some shovels and pickaxes. They're gonna fix it. They're gonna blah blah blah. I can't remember what John Boy went down here for.
Back at Ike Godse's store. We need a bucket and a mop.
Oh yeah, bucket and mop, and he runs into someone.
Ike to the rescue.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get the soap and all that.
Ike's like the cavalry here. He's coming to save them.
Save them again.
No, he's a businessman. He has everything you're gonna need, and if he doesn't have it, he can get it.
How about sex toys?
I don't think they had them back in the 30s, did they?
No, I don't think so. But
they have what?
They had stuff back in the 30s. It's just it may or may not have been legal at the time.
Wait. How the fuck did we get on this?
Well, you said that Ike has just about everything, and I just wanted to drop that and see if you would catch on.
That's the show. Have a good night, everybody.
How the fuck do we get?
I'd like to make a plea deal with the FBI. I'll turn these Three Stooges in for no time.
You know, girl, you could have phrased that better, girl. Like, how did we get on these sex toys? And I could give you explicit instructions, but that might not be good.
To our FBI agent that is listening, I would also like to get in on that plea deal.
Can you imagine if you're desperate and you're trying to understand the instructions in Braille? Oh, let me see. How do I do this thing? Oh my God.
They probably had like vibrators back then, but it was probably to massage your neck or something, right? You know.
By the way, YouTube, my comments about the deaf did not necessarily endorse doing something to them when it comes to inanimate objects. But yeah, so I had to put a warning there to make sure we don't.
Hey, replace Gorilla with you guys.
What you talking about, Gorilla? What Gorilla? You must be talking out your ass because I know your mouth knows better.
Oh, man.
Now, can we please get off the sex toys here? Because I especially don't want to have to explain this.
Did you say get off the sex toy? So that means it was satisfying then, Gorilla?
No, we gave you your 3 minutes. We're done.
I hope so. If you want to get off them, you must be done, right? Okay. Let's go back to the wholesome Waltons episode that we're trying to.
Wholesome. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh God.
I really don't.
What the? You got me going. What the fuck?
I really don't think we should invite Judy on here because she might have an aneurysm or something if she was listening to us right now.
Well, I'm trying to be well behaved here.
We would be me too.
All
of us.
We'd have to be like on really good, G-rated behavior if we ever asked Judy to join the panel. She probably would too. That's the scary thing, right? Because it'd be like, oh damn, we let one thing slip out. But you never know, though. Judy might go with it, right? She might. Maybe she's, she has a little risky humor. You never know, right?
Hey, the dirty joke humor. Then there's oh shit, there goes my house.
Oh,
and Mommy was telling you, Gorilla, about peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
I'm trying to read the comments here, but someone keeps wanting to talk about sex toys. Bobby says, my kids love the song from the we already had that one. Goes, ooh, my kids know PB Jelly Time, Proud Family and Family Guy versions. Yeah, there's
the Proud Family. Yeah, I've seen that too.
Boomer says Bombi, then Sci-Fi Mommy says, oh my God, Becky. LOL.
I know what she's referring to. Mommy.
Oh my God. Look, Becky. Look at her butt. It's so flat. It's like a warrior's butt.
Oh my God.
All right.
Never had so much fun. This is great.
Yeah,
Keep going, Gorilla. I'm sorry.
Now let's actually do some Waltons episodes.
Yeah, let's just go over these guys.
Yeah. So anyhow, this gal shows up. I can't remember her name. Yeah,
that's Minnie Doze, and she is the former maid of the Beardsleys. And then she comes back into town when she realized Mason came back. That's played by the wonderful Madge Sinclair. And she says, hey, why didn't you people tell me that he's back in town and blah, blah, blah. And hey, I'm supposed to be able to help them. I'm the maid, and all this other stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, that's her right there.
So, yeah.
I thought her performance was excellent in this episode. Like, really good actress. I like the character. Like, she just seemed like one of those solid kind of people you'd want to know in your life that would be there to help folks, right? And I really liked her character. I thought that was one of my favorite parts of the episode. Yeah. Really good guest star.
Yeah, here Bobby is laughing. You do
Yeah,
know,
I
Mike. I'm
do.
gonna clip that out on you. I'm clipping that part out. Wait, I have to.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we got that. So they show up. They're planting and blah blah blah, and they're all spit shining it. They're going hot to spit on that thing.
Okay, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm on the record.
Okay, so you guys, yeah, so just quickly, you guys might recognize Madge Sinclair from Coming to America, the movie that had, Eddie Murphy and the other guy that was in it.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, Arsenio Hall.
No,
And
that
and
was the
Madge
one.
Sinclair played Eddie Murphy's mom in that. So, yeah, she was in
So
that.
that was the one where Eddie was like an African prince or something that came to
Correct,
America.
yeah.
And
Right,
all
in
kinds of
19...
weird comedy ensued. That was actually a pretty good movie. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, she was Queen Aeolian in Coming to America in 1988. She did 129 episodes of Trapper John MD as
crap.
Ernestine Shute, RN, registered nurse. She was in
Cool.
that series from 1980 to 1986. She did 22 episodes of Gabriel's Fire from 1990 to 91 as Empress Josephine. And in the Lion King animated movie, she did a voice of Sarabi in that in 1994, 1 year before she died. She died in 1995 at the age of 57. Very young.
That's young.
Yeah. Not sure why. I mean, they never explained it, but yeah.
Drug overdose or cancer.
She must have been a lot younger. She doesn't look that young in this episode, but she must have been really young in this episode, actually, then.
Yes, Mommy, in Star Trek for the Voyage Home, yep, she plays one of the captains that's complaining about, I believe the Yorktown was having a problem with the, the big whale, probe or whatever it was, shut down all their power. Yeah, she's in that too. Good call.
And
She had
welcome.
quite a good career.
Yeah. And welcome, Sci-Fi Sit Down.
Hey,
Sit
Sit Down.
Hello to everybody.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, buddy. All right, keep going, Rand. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right, so we're going back to.
Everybody's cleaning. Olivia's cleaning. Everybody's cleaning.
Yeah.
The whole family's cleaning.
They're all hawk tooing on those things here.
You got that right.
And Minnie says, "Nobody came to tell me." Yep.
All right, so basically, she comes and chews his ass out. She finally able to track his ass down.
Yeah,
but like he owed her child support or something.
Well, I know that
they're trying to ready the place.
Yeah, I was just going to say maybe not in this scene, but eventually she tells John Boy off too. Like, woo! Go get him, woman.
Yeah. So anyhow, they're all they're cleaning up the place. He's just like, "Oh, Delilah will be so sweet. Hey there, Delilah. When are you gonna show up? You haven't been in an entire episode yet."
Oh, yeah. She died of leukemia.
Yeah.
But she wasn't as young as you think. She was born in 1938. So she was 57 years old.
Only 57, yeah.
Yeah,
really
so I called it. It's either cancer or drugs. And I called it.
Yeah, that's still a very young age, though. I mean,
57's
Not
really too young.
Really, the life expectancy is only in late 60s now.
Really?
It used to be. It used to be in
Jeez,
late
really?
70s.
Wow, it's a lot higher here, I gotta say.
No, we went
been
back
higher
then.
here, but not too much. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we went back then because it used to be 78.
You must have gone back. I think
Those numbers were sort of fraudulent.
I think so.
Anyway, speaking of numbers, let's get back to the episode. We can see the numbers.
Come on,
the minutes here. We're
come
way
on,
behind.
come on, we're only 6 minutes. We finally got up to 6 minutes in here.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So yeah, they're talking, cleaning, and he knows them since. They're just basically saying they're saying something's off about him. but they can't quite put their finger on it. Something just ain't quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're saying it's basically a mistake they left there. Yeah, he should have stayed on Waltons Mountain. So they're
that's
pumping.
funny. You love it.
So he's going to take over shoveling out their old well.
Come on, you old timer. I'll get up there and handle that shovel. Oh, okay.
See my grandma out at the park.
I really like this.
So my grandma used to have a.
Oh, go ahead, girl.
Like I said, my grandma used to have a old pump like that out at the farm place. I gotta tell you, that's the best water I've ever had.
Well, that's probably groundwater, like probably maybe out of a spring or something.
Yeah. And
I like the scenes. Oh, sorry.
Keep going. Keep going.
I just like the scenes between Grandpa and his old buddy here. Like they haven't seen each other in some years, and they get together, and they're just like two, people of the same, kind of background, and you could tell they've been friends. And I just like some of these scenes a lot. That's one reason I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah. Now, as I stated earlier, around the 22 minutes and 55-second mark, there is a really great quote from an author back then that Grandpa quotes to his friend. So if you catch it, then I can tell you who the author was.
All right. So Scurvy says hi to Mommy. They say sit there, former Fabio. Now Mo.
Hey Mo.
Yeah. Scurvy says can't put his finger on it. Sounds like Gorilla's last date. Drummel. Oh, I got more than a finger. I'll tell you that right now.
Get after him.
I got more than a finger. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Actually, it's more like just a text going, "Hey, you want to come over?" All right,
I like that how it says hi pie. 3.14 is pie. So that's what
3.141592655359.
Yeah, that's the formula for pie. So he says hi pie. He was saying hi to lemon pie, but he was doing it that
there's a
way.
real formula for pie. He'd be going on until he ran out of characters.
Yeah, that's true. Could have done that.
Yeah, I thought pie was. Isn't pie
infinite?
Like infinite pie?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you express it in decimal, but if you do it in fraction, it's just 22/7.
Right. Yeah,
Anyway.
let's go and watch his scene because it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'd like to see this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the thing here.
Yeah, there's a pretty
Well, it
good
doesn't look like Zeb's doing too much shoveling at the moment.
No.
Oh no, he's great at looking like he's doing work, which is sort of helpful. They don't want the actor doing a lot of physical exertion.
Why, I think you might actually die during filming.
Well, that would be sort of embarrassing.
Is that too soon? Too soon?
Actually, he didn't last too many years after this, though, did he? In real life, like
no.
I believe what was it, season
5? 2.5, 6, end of 5, beginning of 6.
Yeah, so he's got like probably a couple years left, actually, because he died
He's
in
only
the
got
summer.
a couple more seasons left. Yeah.
Yeah, he died in the summer when they were on hiatus, luckily, so they could write it into the story when they came back the following year, right? So yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know when Ellen Corby had her stroke either.
I think it was a couple years after that, Gorilla, because she was away.
No,
quite
it
a
happened
while.
before Zeb died. She came back.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh shit! I got my.
Okay, wow.
things
Yeah, I didn't
mixed
know
up
that.
then.
Because because when I watched season 6, she was already back with her stroke and half doing the stuff. I was wondering what the hell was wrong with her. I didn't know the actor actually had a stroke.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they really limited her dialogue after that because she had a hard time actually speaking because of the stroke.
Right.
Yeah, she was a one-liner or one-worder.
Yeah. They had to cut back her dialogue.
Okay, well let's go see this interview.
Power to her,
The
though.
leak will work till they get back with no pipe fit, and they'll be just like all the other plumbers.
This is good, Zeb.
Yes, they'll be getting better for you. Everything's pretty much the same. Well, except for one thing it's missing.
I think this is what you were talking about. We're pretty close. We're at the 21-minute mark.
Yeah, it's at the 22:55 mark. So yeah,
Okay.
we're pretty close.
Esther and your dude is sitting there on the front porch, rocking away and settling the fate of everybody else on Waltons Mountain.
So basically, gossiping about how everybody else is doing their life wrong.
Right.
No, they're reminiscing about how their wives used to sit on the porch. And I think that's kind of a sweet moment.
Their wives would sit on the porch telling talk about how everybody else lives their life wrong. That's what he basically said.
Well, but still, I think it's kind of the reminiscing about the old days, right? So I think it's kind of a sweet scene.
Yeah, they're just two old timers shooting the shit.
Two old friends reconnecting, you know.
Yeah.
I know what that's like. Yeah. When you haven't seen somebody for a long time.
Right.
Let's hear them.
And me grinding away with the ice cream freezer.
You always used to sit right over there.
Sitting right there with a grip between my legs and grinding away. That splendid, slow rhythm of mine.
It was never once a
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm glad we got
There's definitely some joke fodder there, but I'm not going to go into it.
We'll say it later.
Hey, what worse can be said than what's already been said tonight?
Well, I mean, it's just so much. I mean, I'll just somebody else can go for it.
Well, I
Don't
don't
bother
know.
holding
I
back
just
now.
lost him at grinding. I just lost him at grinding when he said it was a bit in between his legs, grinding the thing. And
Yeah, it's pretty good.
oh my God, I gotta get my mouth out of the gutter. Damn you, gorilla!
Mikey, we're past the gutter. I think we're even past the sewer. We're right at the
We're
ship.
past
plant.
the sewer.
We're at the ship plant.
We're at the landfill. We're at the landfill.
We're down
Oh
at
my God.
we're at the treatment plant right now in those ponds
Oh,
where,
yes.
where they float stuff
Yeah.
around.
But yeah,
So
keep
are
playing
you
it,
saying you're a floater there, PvP?
Well, I didn't say that. Oh God.
Yikes. Oh, yeah, keep going.
This is gonna be an episode to remember.
Oh yeah.
Maybe for a speck or two of rock salt to get into the ice cream. Of course, that just showed that it was homemade.
How I miss those times.
Oh, now we're only on the trade. Yeah.
Yes, and from now on, they are going to be better.
Mr. Minnie is right. We shouldn't have listened to him. We both knew it was wrong.
How's that?
Well, Delia and I, we should never have left home.
Well, see, that's the problem. Nobody ever listens to anybody else. I got 2 episodes I had to take down to verify that. Jordan has 2 episodes to verify that. Mikey, you got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going, Gorilla. He's almost going to say this line.
Yeah,
It's really
but I had
poignant.
to pause it to avoid the copyright.
Yeah, I understand.
That's okay. You're getting the
Your boy
copyright
James
anyway.
Lee
At
thought
this
he was
point.
doing what was best for you and Delia to move.
But we shouldn't have gone.
Well, then I'll feel bad for the poor schmuck who has to re-listen to the stream.
Yeah.
They determine whether that's a copyright valid.
Oh, that's why we're so good together, the 4 of us.
You're here now. That is the important thing. Here, today, now. There's no sense railing away and complaining about things that are past.
But all that time between, Zeb, was wasted. Shouldn't have been. Aunt Delia and I should never have left.
There.
Now, do you think he's blaming himself for something? Other than just leaving?
I think he's thinking if he hadn't have left Waltons Mountains, like I think it's 5 years earlier is the timeline, that maybe things wouldn't have happened the way they did. Of course, they probably still would have, but
Right.
that's what humans do, right? They tend to think maybe I could have fought reality. I could have changed the future. I could have done this or I could have done that. And and the outcome would have been different. And it's like often it's like, nope, not really. You know,
Right.
I think that's what he's feeling, actually.
For sure. Well, we're almost there to his quote, so.
Oh, Gorilla's away.
All right, we're back.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just keep going, Gorilla. You're almost there to his quote. Then I can tell you who said it. You'd be really surprised.
Oh, friend. The heart, it is a wondrous thing. Everything else about it seems to get aged. The body complains, the mind rebels if you let it. But in your heart, you can see things the way they always were.
I think that's the quote you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty close. It's a line from Robert Frost, and he also talks about that the Earth is like a healthy place or something like
Yeah,
that. So,
yeah, it's from Robert Frost's. Let me think for a second. Oh man, I'm thinking about it. From Purchase.
yeah, Earth is the right place to live, right? That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's from his from Robert Frost's. Oh, sorry, I had to think. I was having trouble thinking there. It finally just came to me.
It's amazing how the internet can help with that, isn't it, Gorilla?
Earth is the right place for love.
That's it. Earth is the right place to live.
The heart.
This is good stuff. I really like that scene. That
All
was
right.
a really good scene.
All right, we gotta hurry this up.
Oh yeah, keep
Right.
going.
Yeah, so they're cleaning it up there. Oh, this part.
I think I'll make me up a guy and hand him this rake. Alfred. That's what I'll call him.
Oh my
Here,
God.
Alfred, it's your turn to rake for a while.
Yeah, they're like, I'm about to whoop this boy's ass here. I'll tell you what.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So, Gorilla, the line
Little
"Earth's
sister
the
can
right
pull
place
that
for
crap.
love" comes from the poem "Birches" by American poet Robert Frost.
Yeah, I
It
mentioned
basically
that.
reflects on his childhood memories of swinging on birch trees and expressing a longing to escape the complexities of life by climbing the birch tree toward heaven and then returning to earth where love belongs. That's basically
Yeah.
where it came. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, it's Alfred's turn to Rick for a while here.
And what do you think you're doing? It's Alfred's turn to work. Alfred, huh? Yeah, he's Jimmy's brother, except he's older and stronger. He'll be done
Oh,
with the yard in no time.
please.
Just look at him go.
So this is Eric that's coming up with an imaginary friend to shirk his duties.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's rich. Yeah.
Yeah, little
Well, just
did he
in
know a
case he
few
isn't,
years from now,
let's give
Alfred
him
will
a
be
hand.
busy with Batman, so, you know.
Yeah, right.
Nice pal you turned out to be, Alfred.
All right, that's all I want to play.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, we're
Okay.
halfway done.
They're talking about it. Yeah.
Wasn't Robert Frost, he's the guy that wrote that poem, Going Through Woods on a Snowy Evening or something?
A road less traveled.
I thought there's something about snowy woods in the
Yeah.
evening.
Yeah, you're talking about a road less traveled.
Oh, is that the title? Okay, because I love
Well,
that poem.
Well, when he comes to a road and there's a divergence in the road, he decides to take the road less traveled. And it turned out to be better than the road that's always traveled.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's
yeah.
that's his most famous poem.
Yeah, it's a really good poem. Yeah, I like Robert Frost. He was good.
So anyhow, Grandma.
favorite dancing.
They're talking about how some of the outfits that Grandma used to wear and all that. He's wondering if she still had that one dress and that. I can't remember what her response was though.
Yeah, so you both were right, guys. One of his poems is called "The Road Not Taken," which is based about the concept of unconventional choice. The other one is "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening," and that's based on the concept of nature's allure. Yeah, there you go. Those
Yeah,
are
I
the two.
figured. I
It has much
figured it
respect
was
for poetry.
stopping in snowy woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned that poem like in grade school and never forgot it. It's one of those. It's a very simple, brief poem. It's not very long at all, but boy, it's really
Well,
good.
I know that the road not taken is the one I had to learn in advanced English back in high school. That was one of those I had to learn from my English teacher, and very good English teacher I had. So yeah, I had to learn that.
Yeah, we had the road less traveled, or the road not taken there
Yeah,
that we had to do.
yeah. But yep, those were the two you guys were quoting. So I just want to make sure we verified those ones for sure. Keep going,
Yeah,
Gorilla. I'm sorry.
go
You
for it,
know
Gorilla.
me. I like to update you guys with all the info and everything.
Yeah. Then he talks about Delilah can wear the one dress and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
Talking
don't
about
they pronounce it?
Oh,
Yeah, don't they
oh, the dress.
pronounce it Delia? Delia? Is it Delia or Delia? I think
Delilah.
it's Delia.
It's
Okay.
it's Delilah. Like, hey there, Delilah. Where the fuck are you? It's halfway through the episode and we haven't seen you yet.
This is the good
Yeah,
scene,
because she
though.
died 2 years later. Ah.
Actually, if you could play some of this when Grandma's talking about the dress is long gone, because this really starts to make sense to what's going on. Because he's still thinking about that dress Delilah's going to wear again soon. And Esther's going,
White
that
dress
dress is long
had
gone.
those stripes. You look like a candy cane in it.
Oh, Mason, I haven't seen that dress since before the war.
Oh, whoops. Now she's talking about the World War, Great War.
Yeah, the Great One, World War One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I could probably think of a few wars that were greater than that. Ha!
Aha!
Not
I
much.
never thought the word great applied to any war, but
Oh,
Hey.
wars.
not
Many,
for the
many wars.
soldiers dying in it.
Hey, we only call the wars great if we win.
Yeah, but what if you're fighting against each other like they
Yeah,
did in
but
the
even
American Civil War, Gorilla?
the side that wins loses too many people.
Hey, Mikey, which Civil War?
The American
we've
Civil
had
War,
several.
the one that lasted
Yeah,
for 4
which
years.
Civil War? Which American
Hey.
Civil War?
Yeah, more specific. We keep doing it.
Well, we're doing
Yeah.
it now. Yeah, if you want to be specific.
Rest of them. And they've seen better days, too.
You can wear that dress. And Delia, she has one of those little lavender-colored flowers on it. The two of you will look like the personification of spring.
Oh, Mason, it's lovely of you to remember, but those days really are gone forever, along with those
Yeah,
dresses.
Grandma's having that smile like, oh, yeah.
Well, she's just trying to wake him up to reality, I think.
Well,
Yeah,
I think it's partly Grandma's remembering those days with affection. You know, that's why she's smiling so warmly here. But she's also, maybe it's starting to dawn on her a bit that he's not quite right in the head, because he thinks those dresses are still something you could wear even though they're long gone. And this is when it totally starts to become apparent that his wife is probably long gone as well, you know.
Well, that's what I think. That's what she's hinting at. Yeah.
Wait,
And that's my mommy. Have a great night. She said, "Have a great night, everyone. It's been a fun discussion. It was great to have you in your sci-fi, mommy.
Yeah,
Say hello to the kids.
Yeah,
have a good night.
Have a good night there, zombie. We'll let you know how many lists we end up by the end of the night.
Oh, I'm sure she can read all about it on Court TV.
And Captain says, pie, lemon. I'd be slightly offended by that remark.
No, I'd be
Or
scared.
threatened.
More scared.
I'm just saying. Whatever.
No, have we ever seen Grandma smile like this in an episode?
No, not really. No,
Not
you're
too
right.
often, but I think she does from time to time.
Every
But,
once in a while.
Well, I mean, once again, she's with an old friend, and he's reminiscing about the past when they were young, and she had her lovely dress, and his wife had her lovely dress, and they were probably, I'm guessing, way back in their early 20s or something. And she's like
Well,
probably thinking back, and she's happy to think back,
well,
but she's thinking something's wrong here, right?
well, let's see, this is 35, so the war would be 20 years. I'm thinking more 40s instead of 20s because they're just 21 years from the beginning of the war. And she says
What was the Great War? 1914 to 18, something like that, Gorilla?
Yeah, it ran from
depends on
1914
who's
to 1918. So yes.
yeah, depends on whose side you're on.
Yeah,
Like,
but generally,
we didn't enter we came up and finished up your messes after 1917. But you guys
that's
were
right.
in it
With
1914.
John Pershing. With Pershing, yeah. I remember him.
But anyhow, let's not get out of war tangent here.
War
yeah, let's. God, are we halfway through this episode by now?
We're almost done. Yeah, we're almost done.
No, we're not done at all. We're not nearly done.
We're at the exact halfway point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Hey, we've always had fun with this.
Oh, come on. We're only 6 hours
I'm
into
having
the stream.
great fun, yeah. I just got
We're only 6 hours into the stream. So anyhow, she's talking to Jimmy. Is like something about a regular house or plain house, blah blah blah. They're at an abandoned thing here.
Here's when we tie the B and the A story together in this scene. I think.
Yeah, everything comes together in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, basically, right now where they're at is basically abandoned Ashley furniture.
Yeah. The Dad Waypoint Nation says. Yeah, Jay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, what's so cool about this scene when she gets ready to sit down in the swing, Judy Norton mentioned behind the scenes that Ralph Waite, who directed it, had a camera angle. And what was so cool was here she is, like she's talking to Jimmy, but Jimmy's not there. He's imaginary. But the way that Ralph was able to pan the camera around the whole swing when she's at it. So, yeah, take a look because it's really good.
And a dog. Maybe we could borrow a reckless from Mama and Daddy. And I could learn how to make applesauce cake.
Isn't that
then
awesome?
we could invite them to supper. And you could peel the apples like I do now.
I thought you said it's going to be going in a circle instead of flash cuts.
Yeah, well, they did it in the circle, but because of the Warner Brothers idiots, they limited it the shot, but it did a full pan, like 360 around the whole swing. Yeah, really cool though. I mean, a great panning shot.
You could get someone littler to do that part. Uh-oh, better go. I think the people who own the house are coming. They might get mad.
Oh, that's really cool.
I think it's just nice to see Cammie Cotler getting a scene as Elizabeth. She doesn't get them too often, but she was a phenomenally good little actress. I mean, she's like 10 or something when she's doing this show.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
7 now. She started. She was 5.
Yeah, exactly. Like incredibly talented for a little kid. I always thought like.
Oh yeah.
She got enough of a scene last time. When she decided not to listen and fell off the bridge.
Oh, I know sometimes she does. Yeah, for sure. But it's not like she's, a major character in every episode or something like, she's off in the background.
Yeah, well, what's so great, PvP, is, as Judy has mentioned before, Cammie, along with Richard Thomas, a lot of the kids and John Walmsley and things like that, they all got together like after the show was over. And they did a lot of the Broadway stuff together. So you could see there was some Broadway productions where they grew up as teenagers at teenage level, and they would do these teenage roles on Broadway and didn't do Hollywood stuff later on. So this was their training ground. This is how they became what they later would become as famous as they were, each on their own merit, because this was the training ground for that. So, yeah, I mean, it's just fascinating. Judy is told us so much, and I was like, wow, yeah, just great
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So anyhow, this guy comes down. She takes off. They're fixing the well now, and Johnny's
Yeah.
little toolbox and hammer. And for some reason, Grandpa brings in a bucket of water. She yells at him for stepping on the floor. I remember if I even looked at the wet damn floor there, I'd be getting whacked.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Just for looking.
the floor mopping becomes a running joke here towards the end of the episode, which I thought
Yeah,
was hilarious.
no, but I would have been getting wet. We'd be playing a game of whack fuck if I even just looked at the wet floor.
Okay, girl, you have to explain the rules of this whack fuck game because I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Oh, you've never seen those videos?
Not up here. No. We
No,
know what
you never-
whack means. We know what fuck means, but whack fuck together.
No, you never seen those videos where someone goes, "We're playing a game of whack fuck here," and someone would get whacked with someone, and the person would be like, "Fuck."
I guess I haven't looked those videos up. Sorry, there, Gorilla.
Yeah, just look up whack fuck on YouTube. You'll
Shit,
find-
I don't know. That might open up. I might find some websites I don't want to see. Actually,
No,
you've
I'll
experienced.
get all
I
that
guarantee you
masochist,
experienced in your life. PvP.
masochist stuff. There'll be people bent over getting strapped with a leather
Yeah.
strap.
No, the only thing you might come across is a gerbil.
I don't even want to think about that. I had gerbils when I was a kid, so I don't want to think about that.
Oh, no, that's just giving me bad images. Don't do that, Gorilla, please.
Are you like? Weren't those people that said they would, put tape around squirrels or something? Like, oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah, and then some.
Anyway, getting back to the wholesome, wonderful world.
Yeah,
of the
let's get back to
Waltons
wholesome family viewing.
Grandpa is here for a reason with the water because he wants to prime that indoor pump at the sink. Does he not?
Yes. Yes.
And if Gorilla would be so kind to show that, that would be
My
absolutely
apologies,
great.
but if I am successful with this priming, this will be the last time I'll gallivant through here.
Why don't you just go on in and fix the pump?
I tell you, Madge Sinclair is so nice to him.
She's great in this episode, I gotta say.
Yeah, she's wonderful.
Wait, why is it going slowly?
It's rusty like Grandpa. It hasn't been pumped in a while.
Yeah. Well, and as I said before, the prop makers, when they had to feed the hoses manually and things in there to make it appear like it's been, not used in a while, and then make it, pump it and go from the hose. So that's coming from an actual hose built inside it, so it looks like the water's coming there. So yeah.
Oh jeez.
That's cool. I like the prop. I do. I enjoy the prop.
Yeah. Oh, I guess he had some practice pumping it.
Oh man.
Then he got the old quick fit. Oh shit, I'm late for work. Gotta finish up.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, out.
Yeah,
well, don't forget what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had to work on that water pump. Remember what he said about his ice cream machine earlier.
There we go. Yeah. Well, I was thinking like Grandpa was probably, when he was doing that, he was probably thinking, this is the only thing I'm going to get to pump today.
Oh my God. Let's not go back to grandpa relations.
That was too obvious. That was way too obvious.
Oh my God.
I admit it.
That is just nuts. Oh man.
I feel sorry for the maid here though. She's really it is a running joke at the end with the
Right.
It is a running joke, yeah. It is.
Yeah, my kid decided to leave the house, so now I don't have to censor myself.
Oh good.
Fabulous.
Anyhow, yeah. She comes in, she steps back, blah blah blah. They're talking about the good days and about talking about some gal named
Wilma. Yeah.
And she's like, man, this is some good weed, man. Can I get some more of that weed?
Oh jeez. I have to think this is an interesting crossover because my mother's name was Wilma. Her sister's name was Elizabeth. And then my youngest sister ended up becoming an Elizabeth. So I thought it was just cute that Madge would mention both my mom and her sister in the same breath. Weird. I'm just like, well, okay, 1974. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here, Grandma doesn't give a fuck. She goes, "I'm ready to go, Livy. Let's go."
I am, Grandma.
She's walking on the
Slap her
floor.
upside the head. Come on, Grandma.
And
get the whip out. Get the whip out, Livy. Whack.
Jumping out. Yeah, whack. So they're all leaving. We're gonna keep an eye open. Blah 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 blah. They're all piling in the truck.
Oh yeah, here we go again. Let's jump on John Boy's truck.
Come on, Zeb,
Woo!
All right.
Yeah. Just make
Yeah,
sure you
now
don't fly
she's
out.
leading him. Now she has to lead him away, like Jill has to lead Joe away.
Yeah.
But we're just sorry, I had to get that dig in.
No, Esther,
of course.
hate to go without saying goodbye.
Now, you can come back later, and then you can ask him if he'd like to have supper with us. Right now, we got to be getting on home.
Esther.
Now, Zeb,
Come on,
he's
old
taking a
timer,
rest.
get moving.
Miss Minnie will keep an eye on him. Come on.
All right, all right. Just
I swear, I think Esther sometimes needed to switch to smack him in the ass to get him going.
Yeah.
Well,
She
that's
should've
generally
used
how you
one.
get a mule to go where you want.
Exactly. I mean, just yeah, I can imagine.
So anyhow, so they'll pile in the truck. Blah blah blah. They start heading home. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. For some reason,
Bleh.
Ike's here. John, I don't know why John. I don't remember the scene.
Oh,
He comes and gets some pencils.
yeah.
Oh, this is the phone call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where the son is making
Oh,
a phone call here.
Oh yeah, the son
Yeah,
is
the-
speaking. Yeah.
The manager finally track him down and tells him he's been there for a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking about blah 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 blah.
About the maid, yeah, Minnie Joe's, yeah. And the Waltons.
Then she comes back because he's worried that he's not gonna have supper. He's saying he's not hungry. He's gonna take a nap. Blah blah blah. But she's gonna go make him some. Blah blah blah. She's asking about homework. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Just a little back and forth between Grandpa and John.
That was
Yeah,
a huge
some like
smile.
how he's knowing them.
Yeah, that was a huge smile we just saw on the face of John Boy there.
Oh yeah. And no chats yet. Let's see, he goes in there. They're talking about how they used to be great friends, blah blah blah. Well, then he retired a lot sooner than what he ought to have there because just to spend more time with Delilah. He's just talking about how close he was with Delilah's wife.
Yeah, he was a very, very doting husband, apparently, and she was a very fragile lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, she one of those honey, I have to go to work. You're leaving me every day because you don't love me. She's one of those, huh?
Well, more like if she sits outside on an autumn day, the doctor may need to be called.
They say you'll ever understand once you get older, blah blah blah. Then Elizabeth has a fight with Jimmy and he disappears, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yep. She
Sorry.
outgrew him fast.
Oh, he's talking about it. Delilah spending many summer nights here.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Then how they want to join them for supper, blah. And so Grandma's gonna go for a walk because she got supper all made up. Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, Jimmy vanished.
All of a
And
sudden,
yeah, it only took 40 minutes for that thing to disappear. And this asshole shows up.
Well, James Lee, how
now
are
it
you?
is blue. Look at that. There's a different
Right,
color
this
blue
is
for
awesome.
another vehicle.
No, that's a different car.
That's
Yeah, it's
his
a whole
that's
different
his car. That's not John Boy's
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean that's the sun right there. So
Yeah.
It's not even the same model car.
right. Oh, Martin Mull just died, 80 years old.
I have no
Yeah, he
idea who
died
that is.
this morning.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know what you would know him from.
Let's see. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Ah, you've grown since I saw you last.
Do you remember the movie Clue?
He's in the house.
Have you been to the house?
That's what?
The movie Clue?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I heard the movie. I can't remember if I've seen it or not.
It's the one that had Tim Curry as the butler.
Like I can't
Based
remember.
based on the board game. Yeah, based on the board game Clue.
I might have
Martin
started
Mull-
watching it and fell asleep during it and never got back to it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the actor that played the Beardsley's son, George Garrow, he died in February 9th, 2008. He was the age of 82 years old. He's mostly known for one episode he did later on the next year for the streets of San Francisco with Carl Malden and Michael Douglas. He played a character named Bob Carr in that. In 1976, he did one episode of Helter Skelter, which was a TV miniseries. He played Rosner. He was a young Mr. Gennaro in a movie in 1972 called Across 110th Street. And in 1979, in a movie called Sunnyside, he played Mr. Rosario. So that's what George Garrow did. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not going to play this scene here. So, yeah,
Okay.
John, and this one we find. Oh, right here's where.
Hey, thought I heard a car. John, how are you? Good to see you. Jim. Good to see you. You sit down, have some coffee. Thank you, thank you.
Now, are John and him are supposed to be about the same age?
Roughly.
Yeah, roughly. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think
Drive
so.
the line is not easy.
Look real good, James Lee.
Thank you, Letty. Been over the house.
I drive from Atlanta, Georgia.
They're from Georgia. At least it's not Alabama. All right, no, I better not go that far.
No, you said that's about when you're supposed to break into town and sing Sweet Home Alabama, Gorilla.
No,
Oh, you
don't
did-
don't sing it. You
Hey.
get copyright.
He
Yeah,
would have
go
to know who Leonard Skinner is for him to sing that.
I know who Leonard Skinner is. Heck, I know their brothers. I know their
Woo!
brothers. who made a
Herb called
tribute-
it out on that one. Wow.
I know
Okay.
their brothers even because they made a tribute album to their brother when he died in that plane crash.
Yes.
Now,
Mysterious crash.
now since we're talking about Atlanta, here's a strange fact that you guys might not know. Did you know
Okay.
Detroit, Michigan is further west, or no, Atlanta, Georgia is further west than Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, by geography, right? Yeah, that's weird.
There's your useless
Like-
bit of information for tonight.
Yeah, that's cool. That's just slight information, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
I think like Reno, Nevada is further west than San Diego, or is it San Francisco?
No, Reno's not
Well,
Or
further
not
west
San
than
Francisco or Los Angeles. I mean, Los
No.
Angeles. I mean,
No, I've been to San Francisco and Reno. They're not.
It would be
no, that's wrong.
it'd be San Diego because San Diego's down below
San
the,
Diego.
curve.
That might
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah.
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 And hey, Sci-Fi Nation, welcome to the panel.
Hey, thank you. How you all doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, we're just having some fun here, buddy.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Oh, that's okay. I'm
So-
just here for the fun because I went to another stream and they just want to do politics. I'm like, yeah, that's my thing right now. So
Hey, I only made one political comment today, and it was well worth it.
you know what? The way I look at it is anybody can say anything they want to, but when you got like a whole panel full of 5 or 6 people that say the same thing, that's what I call an echo chamber. And bunk that's bunk to me, because you don't have opposing views, you don't have you don't have what we call a debate up there. That's just
Yeah. So, all right, let's. Everybody's shaking hands here.
Just a minute ago, Mr. Walton. John, boy.
We heard you were coming. Have you seen your daddy yet?
Well, no, that's what I want to talk to you all about.
Hey, here is the big spoiler that Amazon fucking ruined by putting it right in the description that we find out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If you haven't figured it out by now, you weren't paying attention anyway.
Yeah, the big spoiler that I figured out about 5 or 10 minutes into the episode.
Me too.
So I'm gonna pause it here before we do the big spoiler. There, but man, if they're supposed to be about the same age as John, he life hasn't been good to him with that much gray hair. Then,
yeah,
not too much more than.
Yeah, I mean, he
John
looks
has
like he's
himself.
almost 50. I got 48. The only gray hair I have is on my goatee. That's why I keep shaving it off. So
no, I got a little gray hair on my side here. My sister always gives me shit for it. I'm 32.
People age.
Yeah, I would love to have gray hair.
People age differently, though.
CJ, I'm trying to keep this beard.
yeah, I know you are, Mikey.
You're looking for that job at the mall in December, right, Mikey?
That's right. Yes, to do it for charity and stuff. Be Santa Claus at least for a month and.
I had,
hey, kid, guess what?
I had a grandfather.
Yeah,
went,
yeah, we can do it like a Dr. Dre song. You can do it, put your gray hairs into it.
All right, so here to the spoiler.
I probably noticed that my father is not exactly himself.
Well, it did seem kind of lonely, but now that your mother's here, I guess he's all right.
Is that what he's been saying?
You mean she's not?
My mother's been dead over 2 years now.
Wait, did she correct his use of a Did she correct his use of a pronoun right there? Did I miss something there?
Oh no, she did. No, she did.
Kind of sounded like it.
That's what I thought too, and I was like, yeah.
Oh
yeah, it kind of sounded like it.
No, there's something that they're not sure if you guys picked up, but as soon as he found out she's dead, and Grandma's like, hey, she can't believe it. Zeb immediately got up and hugged her.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, he immediately got up and hugged her, because he knows it's
Yeah, give me a hug, you big gray hair bastard. Come here, give me a hug.
He's comforting her because as soon as the shock wears off, she realizes that because they're the same age, so people their age are dying out, and they could be at any time.
Holy
fuck!
Because
old people die.
It's not just that. It's like she was a good friend of this woman, and it's a shock that one of her best friends has died. And being an old couple like Zeb and Grandma are, of course, he's going to comfort her and give her a hug.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to give her a hug, give her from behind.
Yeah, and I think in a way too, this grounds the relationship even deeper between Grandma and Grandpa. I think they realized that, wait a second, if one of our friends can pass away and we won't even know until it happened, until we found out, this could actually deepen their relationship even more and make it more solid.
You know what?
I think that's what happens.
As much as I respect this show, especially since Gorilla's doing it, there is a song from Hee Haw that just makes you want to sing. I searched the world over and thought I found true love. Just saying. That's kind of
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Hey, Mikey, see if you can find the epilogue.
Oh yeah. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can find the epilogue to it. Sure. No problem.
I didn't mean to mess things up.
Esther's all right.
That's all right.
Oh, now they're breaking the.
She died very quietly. But Father, he's never been able to accept it. Keeps looking for her. Wandered all over Atlanta, searching, looking.
Yeah. So basically, he's looking around and he ends up back on Waltons Mountain, pretty much. And that's how he ended up back here. He thought for sure she would be here. So that's blah blah blah. And she says Jimmy and them. So then the other person go. So Grandpa's gonna go comfort him.
Okay.
Let's start.
All right, Gorilla.
Just wait. Just wait till that we get to it.
I got good news for you.
Yeah, no problem.
The boy James Lee just drove in from Atlanta.
All right, let's drink some
Well, let's see him, Zeb.
He's worried about you, Mason.
No, that's kind of a dick move, not wanting to see your kid.
He's worried about you.
Well, no, he
Shouldn't be.
doesn't want the illusion broken.
Yeah.
We're fine, Judy and me.
Mason.
We're fine. You hear me? I'm
Delia is not
swinging
here.
on my tree swing. We're okay.
Thank you.
She is to me, Zeb.
Zeb, I only know one Zeb my whole life.
Yeah, I still like the long pauses that they do in this when they're contemplating what they're thinking and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of weird though.
Not weird at all. They used to, fucking real life people used to have long pauses when they had real discussions. At least that's the way I've always remembered life.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've had real
Fucking
life
right.
conversations and we never paused like that.
Really? You just talked endlessly on top of each other, did you, Sci-Fi?
No, we took turns talking like we are now, and I never paused.
Really? Well, good for you.
I might be depending on what the conversation's about. There, but
Okay. Well, I do have the epilogue ready. So when when it's time, let me know, Gorilla, and I'll read it.
All right, thank you very much. There. And so
Yeah, not a problem.
Now it's Elizabeth's turn to learn to crochet, and they're talking about basically she's completely pretending there, and he breaks down and he has a heart attack, doesn't he? Right here. Yeah.
Does he have one?
No.
No, I don't remember any heart attack in this episode, aren't you, Gorilla?
Yeah, not that I can
Okay.
recall.
Oh,
I
and
think
Grandma
it's-
pulls out her old perfume.
Aww.
Well, she doesn't put the stuff for her pleurisy on her chest so that she could smell nice for Zeb, and it's kind of a cute moment, I thought.
Yeah.
Isn't that
See,
adorable,
this right
Jay?
here is what I'm talking
Senior
about.
love cuddling.
A short
Okay.
time.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, we ready? All right. So
Yeah.
the epilogue is that sense of pride and confidence that my mother and father instilled in us as a family was shaken occasionally, but in all, it stood us in very good stead. When we left Waltons Mountain and went to make our way in the larger world, we were always able to fall back on those rich and true feelings that we learned as children.
No, are you sure that because
That is not the right epilogue.
I'm gonna risk it here.
Mr. Beardsley
I
was
said
released from
episode
his search on this
13.
earth, and we all
Oh,
seem to
okay,
feel
wait.
that he at last found his Delia. As I
Oh,
look
yeah,
back
that's
now at all the lessons we were to learn on Waltons
That's it.
Mountain,
Okay, I'm sorry. I read
recall
the
with
wrong
increasing
one. Sorry about that.
gratitude that
Yeah, so you missed half. Either you missed half it or you got the wrong one.
Yeah,
our
no, I
parents
have
and
it here where it
grandparents
says,
were
yeah.
there to shed light and make clear what we couldn't understand.
All right, there's our episode for tonight.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I hope you can
Sorry.
find something with the prologue, epilogue things on a website there, Gorilla. That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually do some more research.
What the hell happened to the one he used to use? It used to be great. Like,
I'm getting a 404 there. Let's see. Boomer says movie starting a bit late. If you want to come over when this is done, CL. All right, thank you for putting your link in there. I'll send everybody over there. I have to run my kid to his mom's here pretty soon. There. And Sci-Fi says, yeah, an error 401. You know, yeah, his page not found. It's all about the Waltons that you should find. But let's start with you, Mikey. What did you think of this episode?
I thought it was really good. I mean, it wasn't great, I can say, with all honesty. But yes, I thought it was pretty decent. And I like the fact that, you know, we all figured out within the first few minutes, we all knew that he was trying to recapture lost youth, I guess, in a way. And when we all realized at the end, we're all supposed to be shocked that Delia or Delia, whatever it is, has passed away already. And he's just trying to relive his youth through that. So he's in denial. Maybe he even knew when he left Atlanta that his wife had passed away. And so his redemption is coming back to Waltons Mountain and being with Grandpa, his old friend. And yeah, you know what? I gave it an A-. I did. I gave it like about a 4.2 out of 5. Yeah, so an A- for me.
Okay. Sci-Fi, would you rate this?
What would I rate this? Well, seeing as I don't really watch it, I can't really honestly give it a rating. So, having not seen it and just having come in, I would give it a 2.
Okay.
A 2 for effort. Yeah, a 2 for effort.
Yeah. PvP, how would you rate this one?
I'd go with Mikey's rating. I thought it was a very good episode. I give it an A-. Even though it's quite obvious early on in the episode what actually has happened, I thought it was a nice examination the way they tied the B story with Elizabeth and her imaginary friend in her imagination, and the grieving main character who had lost his wife a few years earlier, not being able to face the hard reality of that. So that kind of tied the whole thing about how people deal with life through their imaginations. Sometimes they cope well, sometimes they don't. So yeah, I thought it was a solid episode, and I liked Ralph Waite's direction in it. I thought he did a solid job, being he is primarily known as an actor, but I think as a director, he's pretty solid in the job. So I think that's a plus. I liked the scenes with Grandma and Grandpa. You know, there were some really cute scenes between the two of them, brought on by their reminiscing about the past and the way they acted with their old friend. There were some additionally really great scenes there. So I thought it was overall a very enjoyable episode. So that's why I ended up giving it an A-.
All right, Germ.
Well, most of the episode is very, very laggy. Outside of the stuff with Zeb, Grandma, and their friend, it's totally worthless. All that stuff I give a D-. Grandma and Grandpa, solid A. Especially the bit at the end with the two of them on the swing, that part's a A+. So to average it out, I'd say it gets a B-.
Okay. Now, for me, I like bored through a lot of this episode here, and it didn't help that I was spoiled. It'd been one thing. I think I will have gone with a totally different direction with this. Like have them find out, like have Mason come back, but have them find out right away that Delia is dead. And then then have the whole episode as they're fixing up the house, they're trying to convince him that Delia is dead. Have it center around Grandma, Grandpa, and Mason, and have them try to talk instead of that quick 2 minutes at the end of the episode. There, so I'm gonna give this one a C. But let's see how our what our audience thinks here. I'm gonna end the poll.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the poll results came out.
100% that he just here to hear what stupid shit Gorilla says. Let's see, present. Hey, we'll be leaving here in like a couple minutes, okay?
Sounds good.
No, so I was talking to my kid. As he's walking back. All right.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. It's the boy that's going to get in trouble for being late.
No, he's just going to pick something up. So, out of 8 votes, the real results were 100% just here to hear stupid shit from Gorilla. But the Chicago Fire rules are 50% give it an A+ to an A-, 25% give it a B+ to a B-, and 25% just here to hear stupid shit from Gorilla. And Scurvy here says, I voted just here for Gorilla's dumb shit. If you guys have time and up for it, I'm doing a watch party after Gorilla is done with this stream at 8 p.m. my time. 10%. Alrighty. So, yeah. Both Boomer and Sci-Fi Sit Down are going to be doing watch parties. One's Transformers. I'm not sure what Boomer's doing, but Boomer has his Cosme link here, and Boomer here likes to have does the prequel or the previews and trailers to his channel there on his channel, and he watches stuff on Cosme. So make sure to check that out. Sci-Fi Sit Down. He's been starting to do watch parties. Does occasional live stream. He does his AI crossover stuff. And also, thank you, Scurvy, for coming. Thank you, Jim's Landscaping, for coming. Jim likes to does his Star Trek fan films. He does occasional live streams and then some puppy videos. Definitely check that out. Let's see, Sci-Fi Nation's on the thing. Thank you, Captain Affinity, for coming. Thank you, Sci-Fi Mommy, for coming. Now she does her Galactic Cafe every day at 11 o'clock Central.
You
She's been doing a lot of watch.
Thank you for not coming. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. And Sci-Fi Mommy also does watch parties and then just the regular podcast thing. Let's see all these here. We're done it. So scrolling. Thank you, DJ Play Nice, for coming. Scrolling.
Kids, I'm
Rawhide. All right. So, let's see. Mikey, what you got going on?
Okay, so we've got a review for. We have a poll running currently, asking the subscribers of the channel what date they would like us to do a review of Deadpool and Wolverine, basically Deadpool 3 when it comes out July 25th up here in Canada, 26th of July everywhere else. We're asking in the poll, would you want us to do a review a week after it premieres, or 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, or just any old freaking time between August 1st and August 30th? That's the last choice. Also, there will be starting watch parties after September 1st. Well, not watch parties, I'm sorry. After September 1st, we'll be doing webcams and live streams. We'll be doing 2 episodes that I'll be reviewing of one of the greatest British broadcasting corporations, sci-fi comedies of Red Dwarf. I'll be doing 2 episodes every Monday afternoon. Time to be determined. Tuesdays, I'll continue my reviews of The Secrets of Isis with the lovely Miss Joanna Cameron. And then on the third day of the week, Wednesday, we'll be doing The Greatest American Hero. We're going to try to finish those up. Thursdays, I'll be doing A-Team with Jay Aldridge. As always, a live stream. And then on Fridays, we'll always leave it open to panel because right now we'll be doing Star Trek films every Friday until we're done, and Galaxy Quest. And then right now we're working on Star Trek 4, The Voyage Home. And then after that, we'll start doing Star Wars films from the very beginning of Phantom Menace all the way to the very end of The Rise of Skywalker and everything in between. So that's in the future planned works. Also, we might do sometime around October or so, we might do a special Halloween edition of Addams Family, and also the Munsters. So we might do a special, open panel and chat and talk about those two series right close to October 31st. So look forward to that. And last but not least, my birthday is coming up in September on the 22nd, and I will be having a live stream open panel on my birthday as a celebration. So a lot to look forward to after we get through with the summer. So
Alrighty.
Yes.
Sci-Fi Nation, what do you got going on?
Well, this might take a minute. So I got a lot of things going on. So I need to get back into the habit of streaming again. Streaming actual stuff. On Wednesdays, I used to have a thing called free to play, weird or worth it. So that's going to be a thing that I'm going to be doing again. Like free to play games. Is it weird or worth it? Right. So I play the game, and you decide, is it, weird or worth it? And I have a lot of other things that I do, like for live streams, right? So I started a thing last year where I had two brothers playing against each other on Star Trek Online. So I need to start that back up again. Whether I got to start them out on their campaigns again, that's fine. Either way, I'll do it. But yeah, I mean, other than the usual live streams that people associate with me, that's not my usual live stream. That's kind of a thing. That's like a late night thing. And my late night thing is way different than my primetime thing or my daytime. I just want people to know there's a difference, and I don't think people realize there's a difference because I do act different in my daytime, my evening, and my nighttime streams. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna let people know, hey, there's a difference here. Also, I've been acting on Commodore Productions, Jim's Landscape LLC, Commodore Productions. I am that Vulcan that you see over there. Okay, so pay attention over to that channel.
And by the way, Jay, I do want to say you play a great Vulcan. You do. I'm happily surprised to see you in that kind of role. It's kind of cool.
Thank you, Mikey. I appreciate that.
Totally, it's worth watching, guys.
That means a lot. So yeah, there you go. You got somebody else here that's already seen it. So go check out Jim's Landscape LLC, aka Commodore Productions. Go check me out over there. But as far as my channel goes, I'm gonna be doing a lot of my stuff that I did a couple years ago that you haven't seen in a couple years. So I'm gonna be streaming like 4 or 5 days a week. And also I'm gonna be putting out my cooking videos again that you haven't seen in a while. So I've got a lot of tips on what to do. A lot of stuff I'm gonna be doing for the cooking. So.
Alrighty, PvP, what do you got going on?
Nothing much this week. Pretty much nothing on the YouTube to think about this week. So that's about it. Nothing really just to add there right now, Gorilla. So I'll pass it on to the next person.
And also, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but thank you, Lemon Pie, for putting my link out there. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, totally awesome, Sir Lemonade.
Yeah, Scurvy's good for that. Jeremy, what you got going on?
I will have a 4th of July stream, and after that, I will be gone for at least 10 days. You shouldn't hear anything from me until about the 14th or 15th.
Well, have fun on your trip. We'll make sure to call TSA and have them give you an extra thorough pat down. Maybe a little poke your cavity search there for you.
That's
what she said.
That's what she said. Yeah. Sir Lemon, thank you for myself and for Resolute Germ posting our channels as well as Jay of Sci-Fi Nation. Please
Yeah.
check us
Thanks,
out
Mom.
because we're awesome people. And don't forget to check
Uh,
out PvP's playlist. He has great stuff there. So, yeah.
Yeah. As for me, we may not have DS9 tomorrow, depending on how much we got to clean up here with the flood and stuff. But I'll let you guys. If it's not posted by 5, then I'm not having it. That's Central Standard Time. See, Sunday they'll be beginning. Well, if you're going on your trip there, should we just postpone Starship Troopers and do like individual movies?
Oh, why? I got Starship Troopers on Netflix. You want to do it?
Well, I'm talking. I got Germ Heroes. He's the one that
Up
had
to
it
you.
on our poll. Okay, we'll wait till you get back from your trip since it's your pick.
Yeah, I got it on Netflix. We can do it anytime this month. So
Yeah, I'll get another movie going there on Sunday. Then Justified on when. Well, I'll talk about Justified some other time, but
they're
there's
justified and they're ancient.
we'll get this all figured out, but for my streams there. But with that, you guys have a good night and remember to be a gorilla.
Have a good
Hey,
night,
good
y'all.
night, everybody.
Good night.